Thank you. It's really freaking cold. Why? Good evening, mortals and monsters, and welcome back to another exciting episode of the Fables of Alaemyr. I'm your Dungeon Master, Jay Steiber, leaving our intrepid adventurers on their epic journey. Allow me to introduce our band of heroes. First off, we have Nathaniel, the gallant and troubled Sir Alan Starr.
Here I am!
Next, we have Ian, embodying the timeless Warforged, with more to say than words to say them.
Voice line.
Nailed it. Burke. Peercy, channeling the musical and hopeful, albeit confused, Talon Heartland.
Hello, I think.
Yep. And finally, we have Allie, portraying the commanding Lady Vesper Delaith.
My face moves every other day of the year, I promise, but not today.
Vesper has had some work done recently, and she's very excited for this party, and the Botox went awry, and just no facial muscles.
Don't get Botox at 25, y'all. You don't need it.
I mean, I won't. Vesper, you shouldn't either, but
Or
here we are. We have made
ever.
these choices.
Really?
Curse talks, one of those things.
The fake curse is finally set in. What can I say?
I mean, you don't have a baby soon enough, you get Botox. I don't know why that goes from A to B, but here we are. So, as we delve deeper into the world of Alaemyr, I'd like to remind our watchers and listeners they can delve even deeper, because that's the way the sentence is structured. If you'd like to learn more about the history of the Black Doves, you can check out our website by scanning the QR below my avatar. If you want to keep up with our escapades, you can and catch sneak peeks. You can follow us on our socials, meaning the QR codes below, all of the Instagram, TikTok, and even the Facebooks, and formerly Twitter, now X as well. You can also check out our Discord server if you'd like to do things. For instance, if you would like to have a birthday shout out, like one of our lovely human listeners, Kendall, happy birthday, one of our Discord lovelies.
Happy birthday!
So happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
So you too can be known of when your birthday is, and we can give you shout outs. So come hang out. That being said, let's get to it. A lot has happened and a lot more will happen, and my camera is now falling, which is perfect. This is how we want this night to go.
It's
Welcome
spreading.
back, everyone. It really is. Welcome back, everyone. I'm very excited to be here. Last time, so much happened. Where do I start?
Glad I'm not doing the recap.
Yeah, right? It's been a few weeks, and we're going to be doing a great job doing this lovely recap. Most importantly, unfortunately, my brain's going to the last thing that happened first.
Do you need help?
I do. Allie, can you help me out here? Because my brain is too focused on tonight's session.
I mean, I can't promise this is going to be everything. This is only what I wrote down. But
That's all good.
I
Help me
write
out.
things down. It was
Do you
2
write
weeks.
things down?
I do. I write a lot of things down.
We have heathens!
Yep. This isn't going to be helpful because I'm missing a lot of stuff. I can already tell. But
It's a big group effort tonight.
the first thing I have written down is we had a meeting with the Master of Secrets, right? Like, that's
Yeah.
the first major thing that happened.
That's right.
Vesper wrote some letters requesting meetings, did some research on who might have beef with the Master of Coin to start getting on her side to make her move. And then we met with the Master of Secrets, who was first and foremost on that list.
Right.
Showed him the ledger of the Master of Coin that we'd stolen from the future, pieces of it anyway, and he was able to conjecture from there, which was a little cool and a little scary. He didn't ask questions about where we got this, how we got this, or why we have this, but seemed willing to believe it anyway. He explained
He's
that...
a magic man.
Yeah, man. He says that as far as council members goes, the king always has the final say in appointing them, but the regent, obviously, as the regent, has a lot of power and influence. Though the Master of Secrets noted that the king's regent is a man who is hard to read, so we're gonna have to get real good at that.
Expertise,
see.
babies.
Well, that's a start. We also found out that well, the Master Secret's like made a time bubble in a time bubble, or a time bubble in our silence bubble to speak with Sir Star, who found a kindred spirit, a fellow faithful of the Professor. Almost just said the Traveler. Nope. That's the wrong game. Yep.
Also, I feel like Nathaniel, Sir Star had some real concerns about allying yourself with someone who definitely did shared a secret with you to killing children.
I didn't write that part down.
Well,
That's
I'm just
that's-
going to ignore that part. Don't worry about it.
It was like that's some internal
No,
conflict.
I have that written down. That is, he's been doing that for the past 15 years, removing bastards of the king,
Oh yes, yes.
and he's still
Additional
focused on
context
Pirate
required.
King now.
Right. There was that whole pirate debacle. Let's see.
Many things need to be done to keep the balance.
That is true.
Not all of them savory.
nope. Some of them are sweet.
That's pretty much all I have. It was a lot of talking to people, and I didn't take notes about anybody else this session, apparently.
Already used some of this downtime to check in with the Brotherhood of Progress. And make
Yes,
sure
that's
everything
right.
is going well.
That's
Worked
right.
with them. I believe Burke helped with some of that.
Mhm.
I believe Vesper, you talked to Rail. I think you talked to him.
I did.
last
I did
session
talk
as well.
to my Uncle Rail,
Mhm.
who is a noble of House Keon.
Yes.
He gave me some information about the structure of House Keon and who to talk to within that. But
So he said he would back you at the party, though. As we know, he may have had some other things that happened in between, which is very
we don't know
interesting.
that at all, actually.
No. Well, we don't know, but someone may. It's fine. As well as where our session ended. No. I'm sorry, Peercy. Talon also had some more conversations with Lord Hartford, and I believe gave him a verbal confirmation that he will consent to marry his daughter.
Yes, that happened. And
That was a big deal, and
Yep.
Vesper took it really well.
I'm fine.
Ish.
I'm fine.
Completely. Yeah, everything is totally fine.
I'm also
Burke rode a shark a while ago. That was not last session though.
Mhm.
And the last thing that happened before we wrapped, I believe, is that somebody shot Talon in the night next to Vesper. And I think the first thing I needed to ask you last session was, Peercy, I need Talon to make a Constitution saving throw.
What's
I believe I
the
did that.
in-game date of this?
Depending if it's before or after midnight, it is the 18th of Melody. I don't. Let's say it happened after midnight. So let's say it's the morning of the 19th of Melody, around 2 a.m.
18.
Nice.
Okay, very, very good.
I rolled.
Yeah, you and you needed to.
Oh no.
Let me
I
roll
already
some
took-
damage. What?
Yeah, I actually already rolled, and I rolled an 18 before, and I took damage, and it was 12.
Did it cold damage? No. Well, then that's how much damage you
Or
took.
no, wait.
Um,
That 12 damage is from being slapped by Vesper,
yeah,
What?
I don't.
What?
or something like that. I got slapped
No.
somewhere.
Not by
Something-
me.
Something happened.
I don't think we rolled damage.
We didn't.
Yet.
You're right. We didn't. That damage is from other stuff.
Pretty sure we didn't, but it
Yeah,
has been
you're right.
6 weeks, so you'll forgive me if I don't remember exactly
No,
that.
no, you are
But
right. You are right.
So, you are shot with a small hand crossbow from the corner of the room. As it enters your flesh, you feel freezing ice kind of suffuse through your body, as clearly that dagger is tipped in something. You are able to shake off that poison, but you still take a significant amount of damage. One second, let me roll that. It's 20, 33.
If it's a hand crossbow,
36.
it's supposed to be a D6 plus. Oh, unless they're a rogue, then yeah.
Rogue, sneak attack, yes. And assassin. So it's going to be actually 37 points of damage.
Okay.
Though you do save against the poison.
30. So that's 9. Cool. I have 19 hit points left. And I scream
yeah, it
out in
seems
pain.
And we will then roll for initiatives. And surprise, there is a 11th level fighter. 10th level fighter, 1 level wizard in the room.
Yeah, and I'm gonna
Oh,
use
you
one
said
of
he was
those
a rogue.
features of fighter to. It's not him, bitch. I'm gonna use my ambush feature, which lets me
Yep.
add one of my superiority dice to my initiative roll.
Nice.
I'm going first. I hope.
Was that initiative for just those two or for all of us?
Y'all, unless you're all are in the bedroom with them.
Well, I mean,
Well, our
it
bedrooms
is
are all
actually
next to
important
each
to
other.
establish where these two are because
agree.
Yeah, it's true.
Talon just screamed and Vesper's about to shout.
We
So-
hear that if
Sure.
our
Are
rooms
you
all
guys-
next to each other.
I did not. I was under the impression you guys were not staying at the Delayth Estates. Am I incorrect in this?
Burke likes to watch.
They have an open invitation to stay in the Delayth apartments. Whether
Okay,
or not
great.
they choose to do so is up to them.
Am I tripping? Where were we staying? Where all of our rooms were? Was that Rosebark? Am I thinking of Rosebark?
Yeah.
You were thinking Rosebark.
Yep. Never mind.
So
I don't know
Yeah,
how many
I mean-
bedrooms the estate has. At least 2. But
yeah. My assumption is that it's not very large. It is a out of favor house that has had many of their rooms relegated to other of the more major houses. So you have probably 2 to 4 sets of rooms. At least one for the representative of House Delayth, and maybe one for guests. So an extra bedroom is definitely reasonable. So if you guys are wanting to stay
Well,
there,
the
that is.
question is Alenda staying there? Because she would get priority, and is she there also?
It would be the night before the festival. So she probably is.
It makes sense if she.
Well,
is.
she's gonna be there the next day. She'll probably just come in that morning because she can tree stride. So it's not unreasonable for her to. She doesn't have to do a whole bunch of traveling.
She does
She's
not.
probably busy working, so she'll be there probably later that morning.
Okay.
Yeah. So I guess the good question is, Burke and Sir Star, where are you guys staying? It's a
I
very.
mean, if there were rooms available, Sir Star would likely just be at the Delayth Estates because he doesn't have anywhere else to stay other than the lair.
Which
It's
is
true.
not exactly cozy.
Right. Not cozy, but not exactly convenient.
Well, I mean,
It's not really great for festival pre-gaming.
Right. Sewer air just doesn't do it for your skin.
but there is one
Okay.
less Lamia there.
There is, but there is this. It does smell a bit corpsey.
Oh, I
Yeah.
pressed the digitated
It's
the
fine.
crap out of that place.
Yeah, it's more of just like just bad juju vibes, really. Okay, so if y'all are all right, so if you guys are in the Delayth Estates, totally reasonable, then I will take your initiatives as well, please.
I got a 16.
16.
I have a
Hey.
29.
Holy
Oh,
mother.
Fucking superiority die there.
Yes.
okay. Well, you know what? Let me grab my little paper that can write on things, and I'll keep track of all these lovely things.
You have paper that can write on things?
No, well, technically, I have pencils that can write on paper, so
Oh,
the paper doesn't
That's
write
far
on
less
things.
impressive.
I
these things
did that a
called-
lot.
Notes.
All right, Vesper, 29. Talon, Burke, and Sir Star, all 16.
Burke got 10.
16 for me.
All right,
And
so Star 16, Tal 16, Burke 10, Ass 10. Short for assassin.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Okay, so Talon screams. First thing that happens, he gets shot by an arrow. Hurts like real bad. Real bad. Vesper, you wake up bolt right. You're in bed. Talon's there screaming. Give me a perception check.
That's quite good. 24.
You see, crouched in the shadows, a figure dressed in black holding a loaded crossbow. You see, off the glint of moonlight, the bolts has a bit of a shine to it. As you can see him aiming another arrow at Talon.
So, how big would you say this room is? Maybe like small bedroom, 10 by 10, 12 by 12, something like that?
Yeah, I'd say that's reasonable.
Okay. So I think, much as mechanically it makes sense to first go for her swords, what actually happens is she grabs whatever the fuck is on her bedside table.
Yeah.
Maybe like a candlestick.
Water.
You know?
Okay. Yep.
Like one of the long club-like candlestick.
The one that did Mr. Purple. Mr. Colonel Mustard. There we go.
Mr.
library.
Purple. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Sounds like something from One Piece.
Wrong rank, wrong
Yeah,
color,
it is.
okay?
Exactly. And I am going to hurl it at him. And I'm going to make this a menacing attack. Just trying to bean him right in the noggin.
Love it.
And like, this is a thing. She like bolts up, grabs the candlestick, throws it at his head as she's bounding out of bed to go for her weapon.
I love the aesthetic of this. Great, great, great.
Yeah.
I'm assuming candles are out. I'm assuming neither of you guys need to sleep with night lights.
No, the candles are definitely out if we're sleeping.
Okay. But yeah, give me an attack roll. This is going to be... you will not add your proficiency bonus because it's an improvised weapon. Actually, I don't remember how these work.
This is just me hurling something at his head, but I'm trying to make it scary for him.
It's great. I like it a lot. All right, give...
That's a 19.
19 will hit.
Nice. So what do you, like maybe a D4 for like a thrown club of some kind?
was
I
gonna
think
say
an
like a
improvised
D-
weapon does a D4 anyway, but
Sure, I can do a D3 plus your strength.
why a D3? A D3 is the worst
Sorry,
die.
a D4, excuse me.
It's like, I don't have a D3. Why do we do this to us?
D6 divided by 2 is the way a D3 works.
And he has to make a wisdom saving throw.
A wisdom saving throw.
Yes, as this is a menacing attack, and he's about to be
Okay.
afraid of me.
I think he was afraid of you as soon as he realized you weren't what he thought you were.
Such good damage.
He rolls a 17 on his
17
wisdom
is
save.
not enough. The DC is 18.
Holy shit, he rolled a 17 on the dice and he has no help.
Nice.
Nice. So
Sucks
he is
to be him.
afraid of me.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think regardless of whether he makes this save or this roll or not, he should be afraid of you, yes.
Yeah, he is frightened until the end of my next turn, so he can't move closer to me. He has disadvantage on attack rolls.
Against you,
And
yes.
no, he has disadvantage on attack rolls. End of sentence.
Okay.
Yep. And I rolled really good damage. So 3 plus 9 is 12 plus my strength of 6. So that's going to be 18 points of bludgeoning damage, I guess. with the candlestick.
18 points of candlestick damage. Motherfuck.
Literally just beat him in the skull.
Oof. Yeah. That's awesome. Okay, give me a... Okay, so you're going to basically jump out of bed, roll out, grab your swords.
I'm not even going for my sword necessarily, just whatever like actual weapon is close at hand. But probably my swords, because the room's not that big, and I think I can bound out of bed, grab one, and then get to him with 30 feet of movement, probably.
Yeah, I mean, technically you're prone, so getting up from prone is half your movement.
Okay, that's fair.
Because you're
So
lying down.
can I do it? Because if I can't do it, I'm going and I'm going to pick up the candlestick again.
I don't think you can go to pick the weapon. You can get the weapon. You'll probably be within like 5-10 feet of him. I don't think it'll be within melee range, but it'll be close.
Okay, then I'm not bothering for the weapon. I throw the candlestick at him and I launch myself at him.
I love this. I love this so much. But yeah,
Did
if you just want to give me an athletics roll. Fuck it.
Yeah? All right.
Yeah. Vesper in her night clothes.
33.
That's not a number you can roll.
That's
just so
a
we're
19
clear.
plus 14. I have expertise in athletics and the belt of giant strength.
Oh my god.
That's great.
You sleep in your belt of giant strength. Good to know. Okay.
I
Awesome.
certainly
I mean-
do now.
Beautiful.
I'm still attuned to it, even if it's not on my
Oh, it's
body,
fine.
you
Oh,
know,
it's totally
so
fine. My brain's just reeling at what the fuck is happening right now, which is excellent.
This man's about to get the shit beat out of him. It's very simple.
Yeah, you chuck a candlestick at his head. The aim that he's focusing on his second dart at Talon. His head starts swimming, and then all of a sudden, the whole ass Vesper comes leaping out, knee right to the head, and you're on him. You're absolutely on this guy right here.
Okay, so that's my first attack. and my movement.
Oh God.
I'm gonna now use my bonus action to make a grappling strike. So I'm gonna
Okay.
pick up the candlestick. Actually, I have to try to attack. No, I can do it now. Immediately after you hit a creature with... Nope, I have to try to attack him now. So I guess, yeah, I'll pick up the candlestick, and I'm going for non-lethal because I want to knock him out, but I am going for noggin. You know, I'm beating him over the head, but trying not to kill him. Though if he dies, he dies.
Yep. Not the worst thing in the world.
That's not as good, but still an improvised weapon. Not just can be used as club now.
Still an improvised weapon.
Okay.
It's not weighted.
That's
correctly to be a
only
club.
15 to hit.
How much?
15.
That will miss.
I am going to spend one of my 2 floating inspiration that I've been... Not a destiny point, just an inspiration.
Got it.
Because there's 2. I'm going to try and reroll that.
Get him.
Much better. That's a 19.
Sweet.
Oh, that'll hit. Absolutely.
Okay. So 1d4 points of bludgeoning damage. So that is 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And then immediately as a bonus action, I'm going to use a grappling strike. So immediately after you hit a creature with a melee attack on your turn, spend 1 superiority die and grapple as a bonus action. And I add the superiority die to the grapple check. So he is frightened. I don't remember if fear gives him disadvantage on this. I don't think so, but
I know it's check.
I think it's just disadvantage on attack rolls, not ability checks.
Don't believe so. I will double check.
No, don't do that.
Don't speak that way, or don't double
Yes.
check.
Option 1.
Sorry.
please.
I had a pen and pencil in my mouth. Apologies. Fear condition. All right. Frightened creatures disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the
Okay,
surface
so
appears
he has
within line of sight.
disadvantage.
Wild.
I am within line of sight, certainly.
Yup.
So he has disadvantage on the roll to resist.
Okay.
And I have a 28 to grapple.
Okay. Cool. So he has to roll 2 20s to make this, I think. Well, he rolled 2 of something. He did roll doubles, and this is an athletics
Roll doubles,
roll.
roll again.
Yep, roll doubles, roll again. I believe this is a 20 or 19. Excuse me.
19 is not a 28, I'm afraid, so.
It is not. No. He would have had to roll 2 20s.
Cool. And surprising nobody, I'm going to action surge.
Surprising absolutely nobody.
Surprising absolutely nobody. Is there anything else around that I think could do a better job
Is there
than
a
the
chair nearby?
candlestick?
I mean,
I don't wanna-
there is a.
I've got him grappled now, so I imagine what cinematically how this works is, she's up like a shot. She hurls the candlestick at his head. It beans him in the noggin. She jumps across and he's not prone technically, but she knocks him over and has got one knee on his chest, and then one hand is pinning his hand with the crossbow down. And I'm just gonna start whacking him with the other hand in the candlestick as I'm
My thought,
on top of him.
Well, you're near a door, so my first thought is that you just put his head between the door and then close the door real hard.
No, that's too many things. That's not what I need to do right now. What I need to do is protect my boyfriend from this fucking nonsense, which means at least knocking this man out, if not killing him. So.
Vesper rages, and it's
I would like to
going
rage.
Yes,
raging.
yes, you may rage. You are
Okay, thank
absolutely
you.
raging.
Reckless attack?
Yes, please.
Okay, great.
Brutal throw. Go ahead.
No, yeah. Frenzied throw? Yep.
Yep.
Friendly
my
strike.
mistake. Yep.
It's me. I'm Karlak.
Huh.
All right. That for the action surge is an 18 to hit.
That will hit.
Okay. This is still. What can I do? I'm gonna make this a maneuvering attack. When you hit with a weapon attack, add the superiority die to damage. I choose a creature that can see or hear me, and they can use the reaction to move up to half their speed with opportunity attacks. I'm gonna shriek and tell Talon to run.
Sure.
Or get help.
Yep.
So
I hate get
Talon,
help.
Yeah.
Okay.
Talon can move up to half his speed without provoking opportunity attacks from the target of my attack.
I'll move to the door.
Okay, which keep in mind is near where the assassin is.
Yeah, but
He
it doesn't
didn't
provoke
come-
opportunity attacks, so
Cer-
he should be able
certainly.
to run by if he can move
Yep.
up to 15 feet.
Yes. So you should be able to move just outside the door.
Can I still see the guy though?
Yes.
Good.
Uh-oh.
So
Level
the damage on that is going to be 16.
16 additional damage.
16 points of damage, yes.
This poor assassin did not know what he signed up for. Yes.
Did not.
No. He
No.
didn't.
Should have done research.
I mean,
on
I'm
the
also
target.
blowing every resource that I possess on this, but what are you going to do?
Well, middle
For the
night.
next 8 hours.
For the next, until I short rest.
Oh no, that's right.
My superiority dice come back on
Question
a short
about
rest, baby.
resources, actually.
Say again?
Question about resources, actually. We
Yes.
we replenish our resources at the end of a long rest, right?
That is correct.
And since we haven't finished that, we are in the process of replenishing our resources that we used yesterday. So we are lacking those, right?
Yes.
We've
Cool.
had a bunch of downtime.
You've had a bunch of downtime,
Yeah,
so I
we
don't think you had a whole
haven't
bunch of
really used
resources that you
anything.
used yesterday. I don't believe.
I literally have not cast
like,
any spells
not
or used anything.
in game for us, but you know, Sir Star was
Yeah.
fucking around with his people, so he definitely was
That's
likely
fair.
using some shit.
Yeah, fair. So yeah, the way I would rule that is because you've been awakened mid long rest, you do not get the benefit of the long rest yet
Okay.
until you finish your long rest. So yes, this would effectively be a short rest, even if you are woken up terrifyingly in the middle of the night. But you did get a short rest in.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Last attack, I think. That's 4. Because the first time I threw thing at it, yeah, that definitely hits. It's a 25.
Yeah.
Fuck with the. Oh my god, I rolled max damage. 20 points of bludgeoning damage.
I'm fucking sorry. What?
It's because it's a D4 for the club plus a D10
Yeah.
of the superiority die. I rolled max
Yeah.
plus 6 for my strength, so
Yeah.
it's 20 points of damage.
23 strength is no joke.
That maths.
Ouch.
And
Okay.
I'm gonna also make this one a maneuvering attack, but this
Wait,
time
how
I'm
much?
freaking.
How
That
much is
was
superiority die?
it's a D10.
10. So 14 plus 6. Yeah. Okay.
Yes, 20 points of damage.
My God, man. Okay. Yeah.
And this time I'm shouting for Burke, so Burke can move up to half his speed if he would like to.
Cool. Burke, who was standing on the other side of the fucking wall, just if the door isn't open yet, he'll open it.
Well, Talon just slammed it open as he ran through.
Okay, so Burke will come in.
I didn't
Come say
go
hi.
and I moved 15 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah. I figured Talon's like 5 feet outside the door, and now
Yeah.
Burke is in the doorway, which is where
Yep.
I am pinning an assassin to the ground.
Yeah.
Beating him over the head with a candlestick. That's my
Sir
turn.
Star. Sir Star.
Why does the guy not in the room get to
Yeah.
go first?
Sir Star leaps out of his bed and grabs his scimitar that was right next to his bed
Yep.
and runs out the door.
Okay. You're lying in bed, so you're prone, so you'll take half your movement to get there. You
Yep.
can dash to get into the room where everything's going on.
Cool, that was going to be my next question, so I can get all the way in.
Yep.
Um,
But because you have rogue levels, bonus action dash.
can I, when you say get into the room, can I get into like melee with someone?
Yes.
Cool, yeah, he does that. He dashes, and as he's running into the room,
Good ability, rogue.
his figure starts to sway and split. And all of a sudden there are 2 Sir Stars.
Nice.
And he
You gonna do
charges
that?
up to the closest person. Yeah, to game-wise, that is me using my action to channel divinity, to use my conjure duplicate,
Nice.
and that's his full turn. He is now
Got it.
in someone's face.
Beautiful. It is currently Vesper mounting on an assassin, giving him the business. And by business, I mean candlestick.
Not in the fun
Lovely.
way.
That's what we're calling it nowadays.
And we're called, yes, tonight we are. Talon,
Okay.
your friends are all in this room with this guy.
Yeah, good for him. I'm gonna cast Charm Monster. He has advantage
Oh.
against it.
Okay, yeah, he does. What is the save? Charisma?
17.
Oh, let me actually do this
It's
on
wisdom, I
there.
think.
Probably
It is.
Wisdom save.
It is a wisdom save at 17.
Fails.
Okay, great.
He fails.
Wonderful. Then that makes the
Nice.
next thing that I do even better.
Mhm.
Then I cloak myself in fey magic, and
Uh-huh.
I have the appearance of an unearthly beauty. And as a bonus action, I use command to say, "Drop your weapons." And he has to do it, because if he is charmed by me, they automatically fail the command.
Nice.
That is correct. His hand opens, and the crossbow, or the hand crossbow, that is attached by a harness to his arm, or to some straps to his arm, hangs limply by his side, or by under his arm that Vesper is pinning to the floor.
Cool.
Burke.
That's all that I do.
I'm sorry. Burke.
All right. Burke is going to do what Burke does.
I do say he is charmed by
Oh.
me. I have him
Oh,
charmed.
okay.
We can talk with him.
All right. Burke doesn't do what Burke does.
Burke murders the charm guy.
Tamp.
Yeah, Burke looks
Burke
like
or
he's
something.
about to smash, but then the Talon's words work its way through his head, and he's like, and he just no words, just gives Talon this frustrated palms up expression.
Aw, you great bald Burke.
And already in action to hit him with everything that I got if he tries to flee.
Nice.
Excellent. That will be then his turn, which he gets another save against the charm, I believe.
No.
Oh.
He is charmed for
he's just
an
charmed.
hour.
Alan's his
Alright.
best friend.
All right. It didn't work. No hard feelings. You guys got to make a living. Damn, you hit hard, girl.
She hisses through her teeth and does not move.
Who sent you?
Oh, yeah. All right. Well, I guess effectively we're out of combat then.
Yeah, but it
Yeah.
could
Yep,
be
sure,
combat
sure.
again in a moment. So,
Absolutely. I will allow it.
and I'm cool with defaulting to Burke's turn when it becomes combat.
Combat it's Burke's turn. That is how combat go. He kind of slowly raises his hand. He kind of chugs it, unstraps the little crossbow.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't get to move. If
Okay.
he goes to move the other hand, he's pinned down with the other hand.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
just-
Are we out of combat?
Ish.
we're in dialogue, so
That
we
doesn't
can-
answer my question.
he is no longer attacking you. He is now charmed, and his response is,
Oh
"Hey,
my
you got me. I
goodness.
tried."
What is the answer to my question, sir? Are we still in combat?
That depends on you. We can
No,
make
the answer
action.
is no.
It actually
Like-
depends on the DM.
Okay.
Okay.
Then
cool.
no.
So no,
The answer is
we've
no.
decided no, we're not in combat. Cool. As soon as combat drops, Sir
Mhm.
Star moves over to Talon and just pats him on the back, like, "Damn, you look kind of rough, buddy." And through that patting, he gets 40 hit points.
Holy crap! Thank
Holy
you.
shit.
Like, there are questions, and those answers are important, buddy.
Yes, they are. Thank you, my
Apologies.
friend.
Now get in there and get them. I'm gonna sit down.
I will extract them any way that I can.
Let me know
So-
if you need a zone of truth. I'll be right over here.
Oh, that would actually be greatly appreciated.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yes,
Then
yes.
Sir Star
please.
goes about doing that then.
Okay.
I'll wait. We have some time.
Cool.
I don't know
Right.
how long it takes you
We
to
won't,
cast that.
won't need much time. Just 10 minutes. Just let me draw a few things.
Oh yes, no problem. Is everyone else okay with that?
Go ahead. I'm not moving, though.
Are you okay with that? He says to the assassin.
Sure, fine. As long as no more candlestick, I think my night will improve greatly. Yes.
No, a candlestick entirely depends on you now, doesn't it?
Can I take his response as intentionally failing his save?
That's why I asked.
No, you cannot.
Oh, he did consent to it.
He did. He was glad to allow you to cast Zone of Truth.
In that case, yes, he fails his save intentionally, like all of my allies could do.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if he would. He's glad for you to cast it. He's not glad for you to be able to tell all the truth. I don't think he's going to voluntarily fail the save. No.
Okay, so then the answer is no. Thank you. Clear answers for these questions, sir, please.
I will be better. Yes, I will give you a
Thank
clear
you.
answer. Okay. He was not going to voluntarily.
Thank you. Then Sir Star does his thing with his own
Okay,
truth.
great. What's the save?
Save my DC is on a different page because I rarely use it. 18.
And that is another wisdom save?
I believe it is.
I think it's charisma.
No. Well,
Oh yeah, no, it is a
Sucks.
charisma saving throw. Cool.
thank you. Sucks to be an assassin. Yep, no, not even close.
My my otherworldly beauty fades.
Yep.
In this time.
All right. Yep. Okay. Yeah. Clearly, we got off to a wrong start. My name is Brennan, and my job is to assassinate people and make people's lives a bit harder. Clearly, it's not worked out right for me tonight. But yeah. What you want to know? Let's do more talking and less of whatever that was, because that was awful.
While he was casting that, right
Yep.
after he's finished, when this guy is saying something, I'm going to cast Detect Thoughts. If you would, my
Nice,
friend,
nice,
just
very nice.
let me see your thoughts.
Right. This is. I was not prepared for this.
He's
And gonna
charmed by
roll
me.
Yep. All right. That's true. And he just does it. Yeah. I don't see why not. I got nothing to hide. I
Thank
mean,
you.
that sounds weird saying out loud, but I believe it's true.
It is true. You have nothing to hide from us.
Oh, yeah. This feels a bit weird. All right. So, what do you want to know? Your name. Sorry, all I was told was the bard. Gave a description. I don't actually know your name.
Oh,
Like
that's
I said,
fine.
I'm
What's your
Brennan, and
Brennan?
Brennan. Yeah.
Nice to meet you, Brennan.
Yeah. You too, and you are nice bard who I was supposed to shoot with a dart. It's awkward.
You did. That hurt quite a bit, actually.
Thank you. I pride myself on doing the best work that I can. I just was not expecting your partner to be so
Awesome.
I just
Yeah.
lean, because I'm still like kneeling on his chest. So I just, not enough to actually cause damage because I know the parameters of Talon's charm effects, but
Sure.
just enough to remind him that I'm there.
Yes, very good. Yes, you are quite awesome, and this has been yep.
Who
I
sent
was
you,
not
Brennan?
informed. Oh, yeah, you know how it is. You get a dead drop. They say, hey, go do this thing for this person. There's money. We don't ask questions in case somebody gets caught. It's way cleaner all around. We don't actually know.
Well, then who do you work for? What is your organization?
The guild, Black Hands.
Oh, the Black Hands.
Oh, you've heard of us. Oh, that's really, really kind. I know we do our best to do the best work we can.
Yeah.
If you haven't, I have a card in here somewhere. If your friend would like to grab it, in my front pocket.
Certainly, please. Would you mind, Vesper?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
And I pull it out.
Yep.
Still one hand on the crossbow arm,
Yep.
but the other.
It's just a red card and a black hand on it. Yeah. If you take that to any. Oh my God! I wish I knew my things better. Any church of. Hold on a second. Let me grab my churches. Any church of Kior, like you'll be able to get access to one of our fine receptionists, and they will be able to provide you with anything you want. No names, just so we're clear. We don't want to know who you are, what you want, just what you want, and we'll give you a price, and we do pretty good work. Normally, this is not the best example of our work. You usually have a 80-85% of success rate. Tonight is going to be looking bad on my record, assuming I make it out of here alive. So, what do you say? Can I get out of here? The bygones be bygones. I say it didn't work out, and we go our separate ways. Yeah.
I'm very curious what he was thinking when he's talking about the church. Any visuals or thoughts that I get from that?
Yeah. So you do actually see him picturing the a church of Kior, actually somewhere in Tyr, which is not an official church that exists here in the city itself.
Okay.
There is a religious quarter that exists in Tyr. Let me pull it up.
Do you want to explain a little bit about who Kior is to our audience? Since you have
I'd love
unique
to.
gods? Yeah.
Please.
Yeah. So
Do we see like
Kior
the
is
facade of this church as well?
Yeah, we'll try to do this in order. So Kior is a chaotic, evil goddess. Her providence is assassins, deceit, and poison. That is kind of who she is. She is also the token deity of the Drow. So you may know a similar copyrighted god that this one may be somewhat based upon.
Inspired by.
Inspired by. Yeah, inspired by. So in Tyr city itself, there is a holy district that officially there is no temple to Kior in. But as you look into his thoughts, you do see that it's actually adjacent to a Temple of Io, actually. You do see in an alley between the temples of Io and Asilo, there is a small alley and a staircase that goes kind of below the city, and where a small church of Kior is located.
Okay. And any faces when he's talking about like the nuns and stuff like that, or the sisters, or whatever he was saying?
Yeah. You do see.
Not that I recognize him, just like
No, yeah. You do see the face of a receptionist, as he worded them, a pale-skinned elven woman, with kind of a small, sour face. Young-ish. Elves are always really difficult to gauge their ages. Dressed in black robes, and you see her presenting him a contract. It's a small document, wax seal. You see in his mind, he opens it, and it is a name. It says Hartford Bard, and it has an address. And it's and in the envelope there is 3 bolts, crossbow bolts, that are also in that envelope. Shoot him with these. Death not required.
Ew.
Well, I see you weren't actually trying to kill me.
No.
Detect thoughts is over by then too. That's a minute at least. So.
Yeah. No. I mean, like, I surely wasn't, but now getting to know you a little better. Detect thoughts is over. Now I don't love you. I don't love this as much. Now I'm feeling a bit foolish. Oh, sorry. Detect thoughts over. Not charm person's over. Correct.
Detect thoughts over.
How long does the
person
charm
lasts
last
for an
for?
hour. An hour.
Oh yeah. Oh no. Absolutely not. Like, honestly, did not get to know you. Really glad I didn't kill you, because this has been actually the most pleasant failure of a job that I've ever had.
Good. Well, can I I'm probably going to make this even better for you. And he looks around at everybody else and like, so guys, I have an idea, but I want to know what you think about this. I can try something, and we could let this guy go, and he'll go report that he was successful.
Hey, I'm all for that. That sounds great.
No festival tomorrow?
No,
Well,
we'll
technically
go.
it's today.
The thing is,
Thank
when
you.
he figures out that he's not successful, someone's going to be nervous. Someone's not going to be acting quite right, maybe, unless they're really good at bluffing. But we might be able to suss out who's done this.
You just need to stay out of the way for the day, the early part of the event, then.
Actually, I don't know. That's a good question. Well, what was supposed to happen to me?
Oh, I'm sorry, mate. I don't actually know. I said shoot you with these darts. You're
can I
welcome.
have
Like,
the
there's
two?
actually one more. If you look at my other pocket, no, not that. No, the one, two inside. There's a small zipper. It's the hidden one.
I'm not. I'm
Yep.
not just searching his pockets. I'm waiting for him to physically indicate.
So yeah, he's like, if I can just borrow my hand for just a second, you can have it right back.
No.
And he just, okay, well, it's in my inside
Use your
pocket.
words, Brennan.
Okay, so inside the inside of my tunic, there are 4 pockets. It is the third from the bottom, so second from the top. It's a small little zipper. There's 2 bolts in there. You can feel for it. Left breast. Feel it? Yep, right there. Yeah.
Mhm.
Just grab those. Some kind of
Pull those
poison's on
out,
it.
and then I go through the rest of his pockets for good measure.
You find a.
She gets stabbed with a heroin needle.
Oh, yeah. Right away, I had a different problem.
Yeah.
Just
Just
I
like
got
that.
you.
You do find a small baggie of white powder. You find a small coin pouch. You find you find a small coin pouch. You find a set of marbles that look to be kind of smoky glass of some sort, as well as a number of weapons, daggers, and a very, very thin cloak as well that is not black.
I just imagine her like pulling, because she's only using one hand, so I just imagine
Right.
her pulling these things out one at a time and like handing them up to Sir Star. Just, there's this, and then there's this, and then there's this.
Look, I'm glad to share, but like I really would
It's
like. most
very
of-
kind of you to have brought things for your new best friend,
It
the
is.
Hartford Bard. Yes,
Thank
we
you
really
so
appreciate
much.
that.
I'll take that little white baggie.
Look, right? If you're not used to it, it's going to hit pretty hard. But
My friend.
if you
I'm
want to do
bard.
a bump, noted. Okay, I think this is going to be a start of a great friendship. Oh, this is exciting.
Maybe.
What is your name? I don't know. What?
I'm the Heartland Bard. That's what they call me.
It's
The
really
Hartford
fun to make
Bard.
good friends today. Hartford Bard. Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Hartford Bard. Well, just a little bump of that, you'll have a great rest of the. I mean, you won't go back to sleep as long as that's not a problem.
I mean, I'm probably gonna use it tomorrow at the party, man. Honestly, to tell you the truth. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
None of you have a choice but to tell the truth.
Oh yeah, I don't say that. I'm like, well, I'm probably actually gonna just like pour it out somewhere later, but you know,
I'm gonna save this for later.
Oh, that's disappointing.
I'm
That's
sorry.
not untrue.
It's not one of the things that I do. I do have this.
Yes,
excellent
North the unknown
pipe dream,
drug.
though.
What could go wrong?
Anyway, Sir Star, do you think you can figure? Do you have a way to figure out what's on that bolt? On those bolts?
Mm,
Poison,
Personally?
I would guess.
no. But I know people.
So it's something we could figure out before going tomorrow, or
I actually think you do, Sir Stars. I
Wait.
think detect poison and disease is a paladin spell.
Oh, I forget about that because
You might not have it
never
prepared.
in my life actually
Yeah.
taken that shit. Hold on. let
Yeah,
me-
because why would you?
well, exactly. Like I don't need that shit.
Not helpful.
I
If it
don't
poisoned
need
her,
it
it's
for
not. What am
myself,
I
and
gonna
I'll
do?
cure it off of someone else with my fucking hands if I need to.
does that tell you what
Holy
kind of poison it
fucking
is, or
shit.
just that there is poison?
You were accurate. All right. Yeah.
I don't
Whatever.
know. You know, that was an assumption that I just made because I never take this fucking spell.
I think it
I've
just tells you
never
there is
taken
poison.
The
spell
poison
in
answer
the
might be
years I've
no.
played D&D.
Not, you know.
Yeah, actually, he thinks for a second, and then he's like, actually, I could figure this out in the morning.
Okay,
I'm sorry. Sometimes I forget myself.
that's fine.
There are many things I don't need to think about in this life, and that's one of them.
Hmm.
So thank you for that.
Lucky.
Yes,
lucky
I'll hold on to
you.
these. I'll figure this out when we wake back up.
Thanks, my friend. Then, unless anybody else, and I know Burke, you're going to hate this, and he looks up at Burke. He's like, he just is like, I'm very sorry. I know you probably wanted to do terrible things to this guy, and I can honestly say that I can't stop you. He's looking up at the giant metal man. But I think we could use this opportunity to figure out who sent this poisoner, assassin, hit at the party when all of a sudden I'm not affected by the poison when they were told it worked. Someone's going to be agitated. And that will lead us to figuring out who maybe our enemies are. They're probably more likely Heartland's enemies since they didn't actually, or Hartford's enemies since they didn't actually know my name. And I couldn't lie to the guy when I said the bard, so I'd say I'm Talon.
Right.
You can't tell an intentional lie.
Yeah,
There are ways
it's
to deal with
I
that.
forgot that was happening, so that I messed up. So he knows I know I said my name.
I mean, it wouldn't be difficult information to figure out if he
Yeah.
was even a little curious.
Yep.
Like, what do you guys think about that?
I hate it. But I
Know
don't
your enemies.
think.
Mhm.
Oh, can I use Know Your Enemy on this guy? I have a feature.
Oh, that's
shit.
You've been talking for a minute, motherfucker.
We've been talking to him for a minute outside of combat.
Damn it, Ian.
Nice.
I would like to learn
His deepest secrets.
his current hit points.
Oh wow.
Sure.
How close was I?
Very.
He
The
doesn't.
answer is he is currently at 16 hit points.
Oh.
Ah! So close. I don't know that I could have done it. I rolled really good, but and I would
I mean,
like to know
You used a fucking candlestick
his. I did.
for
I don't know.
62 damage.
Fighters, baby.
Yep.
We got that burst damage.
Bam.
And I would also like to know. I guess his dexterity score, because I don't think his strength, con, or AC are particularly relevant. So,
+3.
okay.
Or
Oh.
score, not mod, right?
Yeah. So,
16.
okay. What a shrimp.
He was not well informed of his job tonight.
Clearly. All right. That's all I get.
Yeah, yes, that's right. A scrub was sent against you that could wreck most bards in the kingdom.
Oh yeah. No, it makes sense, but he
Was
was
thoroughly
not
unprepared
given all
for
the
tonight.
information that he required.
That is
to do
correct.
this.
Otherwise, he would not have been sent here. But he did make a new friend. So that's great. And he's not dead. It's also great.
Yeah.
It is.
So-
It is. It is.
I hate that idea, but I do think it is a sound strategy.
Sir Star?
There's usefulness in there. We can gain information.
Oh, it's fine. I'm again
It would be
later.
far simpler to just kill him here.
Whoa, whoa.
I
Oh.
didn't stutter.
I really would prefer not that option.
You're not going to die.
I get a vote.
I would
well,
prefer to find exactly who hired you and where they are right now.
it's going to be a bit tricky to do that. I'm sorry. I'd have to be. I mean, I probably could do it. Be a lot of. Well, maybe I could do it.
He couldn't do it as well as you can do it. Looking at Sir Star,
Maybe.
No,
even with only the
but I
information
do like
he's
my
given us.
scapegoats.
Then I guess we better let him live.
Mm,
Alan, your
Burke?
friends are really hostile.
I mean, Brendan,
We're talking about letting you live.
you attacked one of us. Like it's.
I totally get it. I do
Yeah.
the same.
It,
Really.
I'm sorry. Like, yeah.
No, it's it. Sometimes that's just it's the way it goes. Yeah,
And Burke.
I lost tonight. No,
Yeah.
no. Please continue. I'm sorry. I had nothing else to say.
No,
Sorry.
apologies.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
And
I'm
Burke-
sorry. I missed this earlier. What is your name again? Your full name?
Oh, Brennan.
And Brennan, what? How do I find you out there?
Oh, don't worry. I'll find you if you need something.
Oh, that's not an answer to my question. How do I find you out there?
Well.
Actually, that's a good
usually
idea.
spend-
Yeah, how do we find you again? I mean, I know how to find you at the church, right? But like, not like if we just wanted to like get a beer or something. How would I do that, man?
Well, I mean, most often I'm staying at one brothel or another. Don't usually stay in the same place too often. You understand. One of the perks or drawbacks of the job, depending on if you're really someone who likes to stay in one place.
That's
I don't
fair.
usually stay in this city too often. So I'm here for a couple of weeks, get a couple of jobs, then I'm heading next to Nayadi, actually. They got some good work there. Beautiful place.
Well, where are you staying tomorrow night? Where do you plan to stay?
Tonight? Well,
Oh, tomorrow
during
night.
the day is usually when I sleep. That's
Yeah,
tonight.
well, yeah, sure, I guess.
I'll be at probably one of the brothels. Probably the four-fingered lady.
Yeah, there you go.
Way better than it sounds. Honestly, the girls there to die. I mean, not to say you seem to have a very lovely person here, but if you're looking for some more thing to do, four-fingered lady, great price. Really.
I'm not, but thank you. I don't really have an issue. I'm also not like that, but it doesn't matter. Thanks.
Vesper's just smiling very sweetly down at him.
And now, Brennan, if I wanted to, let's say, add to your wealthy secret stash, where would I add those coins?
Oh, my coin pouch. You could add some more into there and give it back. It'd be great. That'd be lovely. Thank you.
You mean to tell me this is all you have to show for the work that you do?
Oh, no, God. The guild usually keeps a percentage of my earnings in case I get mugged. It's better than a bank, really.
I can imagine that.
Your
So do you
start
just-
pockets his coin purse.
Go to them and ask for a withdrawal of your funds then? Is that all you have to do?
Usually.
All right.
Or ask for some goods. And you usually get something. It's easier than having to go shopping every once in a while. Depends on what I need.
As long as you're a known face, I imagine. They'll give you what you need.
This is all helping out.
Yeah, it's getting a little personal. I'm kind of getting a little uncomfortable at the line of this questioning.
Oh,
Don't
well,
worry.
I'm just
It's
curious
okay.
about
I appreciate your honesty.
the day job.
Your discomfort is unimportant.
Now,
Okay,
Now,
yeah.
you'll be fine. Sincerely, you'll be fine. We're not harming you. Trust me on that.
Yeah,
Burke
they
here,
won't leave you alone with me. Don't worry.
Burke sees.
Yeah.
I believe with what you said earlier, Burke, you see the logic in what I'm saying. What I think.
I do.
Okay. Then, Vesper, I think it's okay if you get off him. He's not gonna go anywhere.
Oh, man.
No, I don't get off him yet. I'm sitting there for a second thinking. All right. And I slowly get up, and I got one hand on that bloody fucking candlestick still.
Oh. He kind of
But I'm
slowly
going
thinks he's gonna
to...
rub his head. Good.
Yeah, but I'm not... I'm going to stand... When I stand up, I'm going to put one foot on the hand crossbow's, like, tether.
Yep.
So that hopefully when he pulls his hand back, the tether will snap.
He kind of tugs on it and he just can't get it, so he actually goes to unhook it from
Or
his own
unhook
arm.
it. That is also
Yeah.
fine.
He does that.
He's not
and then he just
getting
starts
it back.
moving his head.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. I mean, no harm done.
Burke.
I mean, that's not true, but...
For sake of story, would you mind returning to your post, or whatever it is you do out there?
Burke nods and without saying anything, just goes and awkwardly stands right next to the door on the other side.
Thanks.
Doesn't
And-
close the door or anything.
And Sir Star, I'm certain that you can find some way to pass the evening. Talon turns away from Brendan when he says that and kind of gives him. I'm gonna try to bluff, not bluff. God, there's nothing like that. What would it be? What would it be to try to
I mean,
Deception.
insinuate to
Deception.
Star?
Wait, what are you trying to do?
I'm trying to like pass a secret message to you.
Give me
Would that be
a.
deception?
probably deception or persuasion. Either one, I think, could perceive.
Insight
Could
on
work
my
in this.
part?
Yeah. How about a deception versus an insight?
Well, no, because the point is,
So maybe like use Sir Star's passive insight as a DC for a persuasion check.
that
Yeah,
makes
I
more
like that.
sense.
His passive insight is what you've got to meet Talon in order to get him to understand the message you're trying to get to him.
Okay,
Oh,
Yeah, I like that.
that sounds like
Thank
a
you,
good-
Alec.
What's your passive insight or passive? Yeah,
17.
17. Okay, so I got to roll 4 or higher. Okay. Yep, I rolled a 4.
Well done.
You did it though.
Nice.
Oh my god. So I'm basically trying to pass along a message like, I don't like not to try to tell you what to do, but suggest that he's not gonna follow this guy. He's not gonna know. Whatever you're gonna do tonight, do it.
So trying to insinuate that Star should follow him when he leaves.
And the words are like now is like, yeah, if you just walk out the door right now and then follow this guy without knowing, you're gonna find out a whole bunch of stuff if you want to.
Right.
Not that you
Yeah.
have to. It's like if you want to.
And Sir Star doesn't even really need all of that. Like, he trusts Talon.
Yeah.
So he already starts moving.
Mhm.
And he walks out
Okay.
casually. And
Well-
back to his room to get dressed.
Well, this is a lot more pleasant.
Do we just have a naked Sir Star in with us?
He was in his pajamas, his long
I'm
john.
assuming everybody
okay.
is less than
We're all
normally
in our
dressed right now.
PJs, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Burke's
PJs.
always
he's,
naked.
He's not sleeping in his fucking heavy
always
armor.
There's no
Burke's always
armor on
naked.
right now. Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
everybody's dressed like Burke.
I'm like, all right, well,
Did all that in a nightgown.
Don't get too excited, Berg.
so
I'm picturing Burke in a nightgown now.
Nice.
Same.
With a bonnet.
Yes, perfect.
This went from sexy to sweet.
let me read something real quick.
Burke's got his whole iridescent armor thing going on though, so he's always sexy now.
Hmm. Burke's always been sexy. And
That's
will
true.
always be sexy.
That is also true.
The audience doesn't get to see the illustration below the shoulders.
But we know.
But we know.
But we
that
know.
Man be
Okay.
jacked. Also works as a jack.
So
Burke is
Brent,
back.
Jack and packing. Yeah, there we go.
if we're in agreement, you came in here and you shot me with all 3 of those bolts.
Yeah, I'm a crack shot. Perfect.
Yeah, it worked. You know it worked.
Yeah.
I was lying there squirming, almost dead, but not quite dead, right? Like almost dead. And my... Vesper...
Partner was right there.
I heard that too.
It's okay.
jumped
My Vesper.
out of bed and beat the ever-living hell out of you. But you got out without being found out. They didn't even see your face. However, you lost your coin purse and your hand crossbow was destroyed. So to celebrate and kind of work off the bullshit, right? You went out and... Oh, I'm sorry. No, how about this? You went out and spent all your money on whores the rest of the night.
I was going to do that anyways, but
Oh, you know. And then when you report back in, everything's right as rain. It went exactly as it planned. Minus that little tussle, but you got out there. Nobody else came around.
sure.
Does that sound good?
Sounds right. Yeah,
Sounds right?
Sounds great.
Awesome.
Yeah, of
Modify
course.
memory.
If you all right.
It's a
And that's what
wisdom
happens.
save.
Got it. Yeah, sure.
DC 17.
He
He can make it. So.
will an 8 do.
Nope. That'll fail.
Oh well. All right. Well. Okay. He's not built for saves.
Not mental saves.
Nope. Okay. So that's what happened.
And like when he looks up, I'm like lying on the ground. I'm gonna make a perform check.
Yeah, give it here.
Do I have to be a part of this
You really do.
performance?
Yeah.
I think I do.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna be kneeling over Talon, crying, and like trying to staunch his wounds, quote unquote, with the blood on my hands that does belong to the assassin, but adds to the whole performance.
Sure.
So that gives me advantage.
Just like a crossbow bolt, like I'm pinching it between my hands so that it looks like it's sticking out of him as I'm pretending to staunch the wound with a crossbow bolt in it, you know?
Yep. Love it.
Yep.
Why don't you give me that perform with advantage, as Talon's performance is going to help aid yours.
Oh,
Burke looks in, sees the scene, and
Oh,
just goes and murders
great.
the guy.
so
Oh God.
I
get
mean, I
advantage?
didn't roll
Yes.
great. I got a 23.
Jesus Christ. I have a +2 to this roll, so let's see how it goes. Okay, with advantage, I have a 16.
Okay.
Oh, I can.
Guy
give you
rolls a
inspiration.
natural 1 on his.
Okay.
I mean, I'll give Vesper inspiration with my performance.
His insight roll.
Inspiration.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that
It's-
one's
it's a
this. So
D10.
yeah, he just kind of go for it.
Sweet. That's a +4, so dirty 20.
Woo!
Nice. This guy rolls his insight. He rolls a 1 total, unmodified,
He rolls a 1 for a total of 1.
for a total of 1.
Eek.
Worst assassin ever.
I'll end the charm.
He kind of looks around.
The charm monster effect.
Sure. He looks around. He just he kind of looks around, reaches into his pocket, and then just kind of dips out the window.
Yeah.
That's probably good.
I'll have what he's having.
A crossbow bolt.
I feel like as soon as Talon is like, I think that's probably good, Vesper just crawls into his lap and hugs him and starts crying for real.
Oh. Talon just.
Are you okay? I saw Sir Star healed you, but
I was
my
not
God.
okay.
no. What the fuck, man?
That guy wasn't that bad.
No, he was a fucking shrimp, but what the... Why
Burke
you?
slowly
what's going
closes the door.
I don't know. But I think we're going to find out.
Okay,
I can tell you
I'm
this.
gonna go. Yeah?
It had nothing to do with us personally.
No, he didn't even know your name.
No. They're targeting Hartford.
Lord knows he didn't know I would be there.
No. And he never will know.
I mean, not to be changing the subject immediately, but I don't think it's a problem that people know we had a relationship. I think it's only a problem if people think we continue to have one. So since nothing's been announced yet, that's not a problem.
No, it's not. I just want to keep my friends anonymous from a bunch of assassins
Yeah. I
who
mean,
might get mad when they figure out they're being played.
hopefully they just think he fucked it up.
Hopefully.
I'm sure things like this happen sometimes. They expect the target to be alone when they're not. Clearly he didn't do any research on you.
No.
We would have known.
Or any of us.
Any of us. Like, hey, who's the Hartford bard? Who hangs around with him at all? Have you seen the giant fucking metal man that walks by his side 50% of the time?
Yeah.
All I'm saying. But he knew where to find us.
Yeah, that's more scary.
I think... I know there's a simple spell I can take to avoid things like this in the future. I just didn't think it was necessary in the middle of the city.
Well, maybe it is now. We're trying to all increase our prestige in some way, and that probably puts targets on our head from people we aren't even thinking about. We probably need to be a lot more cautious going forward.
I Guess so.
And I sound like, oh, you don't know this. I'm for Jay and other audience members, I'm thinking as Prince Talon right now.
Mm.
You have that man has some experience with assassins.
Right.
Is that something is that like a switch Vesper would be able to notice?
Probably. I mean,
I would assume there'd be a slightly different vocal cadence.
he's acting
and
more
someone
regal
raised
than he
a
normally
court.
does.
Body language changes just a little bit.
Yep.
Yeah. Hey, Prince.
Ah.
You want to come down from there?
Yes. I think that'd be nice.
Well, maybe a little confused, but you're not wrong. It'd be a useful knowledge to have, actually. I've never been of enough import to think assassins were a problem, so.
If you become the master of coin, you will be.
Yeah.
You are my greatest advisor. And so much more.
Not in this life. But maybe. You want to come back to me?
Yeah. Yeah, sorry.
Don't
It's-
apologize. It's okay.
I
Your
think
name is Talon, Mirarin. You sometimes go by Hart, Land, the title bestowed upon you by Lord Harold Hartford, for whom you are the official diplomat
right.
as of several weeks ago.
Yes, right. Thank you.
Your father is an important individual in the city of Spire, but you've not yet been officially acknowledged by him.
Right. And this is one of our last nights together.
I think so. Better not waste it.
Let's make it
I don't think I'm
one.
going to be sleeping well anyway.
Right. Maybe I'll be a little late tomorrow.
I think a little late's okay, considering the circumstances. I have the sending stone, so Star will contact us if we need be.
Okay. You think it's okay to go back to sleep?
I think so. Well, maybe not right away.
Oh.
I'm going to go wash my hands, take the umbrella caddy and drag it next to the bed with the swords in it, and go about the rest of our night.
Sounds good. I think we'd like to take this moment to cut to Sir Star, though I think first might be a good time to take a short rest. Rather than getting into another scene right away. So,
Sure.
I thought we
Level-
were taking long rests.
Hey.
he keeps getting interrupted. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. So what we can just do is we'll be right back, guys. About 15 minutes. We'll see what's Sir Star's up to, and see if we can get our asses to that party. A little worse for wear.
Woo! See you in a bit.
We'll see you guys in about 15. See you soon.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Later.
Good evening, mortals and monsters. Good evening, and welcome back. I hope you guys are rested and rejuvenated. Our heroes certainly haven't had a chance to yet, but hopefully we'll get there. Once again, scan the QR codes if you want. Let's get back to it. I would like to cut directly to Sir Star. Sir Star, before this individual was able to gather himself up and jump out the window, what did you do?
Got himself prepped, got himself dressed and armed, cast invisibility on himself as he saw him going out the window, and followed him.
Excellent.
I don't know the
Okay.
layout of the
Killer.
actual area around here, but Sir Star would know the area and would know the best way to follow him, whether that's on rooftop or on ground level.
Sure. Why don't you give me a stealth roll with advantage?
That is good. 27.
Damn good. All right. Well, this guy is also going to attempt to walk through the city stealthily. Why don't you give me a perception roll as well? As you guys try to follow this guy who's attempting to do his best to go slinkily through the city.
$25.
Nice. Yeah, well, he's not rolling great, so that's going to absolutely do it. All right. So Brennan kind of slinks along some of the darker alleys of the city as you kind of scale a rooftop and keep track on him. So right now you guys are in the... Oh, right. I know where you are. You're in the Nobles District. And one of the two Nobles Districts, but what I call Nobles District 1 because it doesn't have a better name for it yet.
It works.
And as he heads between, you see him duck into an alley at one point, and coming out wearing a different color cloak, which I don't think you guys stole. I think you guys left him with that. I think you took the coin purse, the drugs, and the weapon. Is that correct?
I mean, I took everything on his person that wasn't his actual clothing.
Okay. Yeah. So he had a cloak that was clothing that he had on in his pockets. If you took that, then he would not change into that.
You did mention me pulling a cloak out of his pocket that seemed like too
Yes.
small and light to be there, so...
Yep. Okay,
Yep.
you took it?
Yep.
Great. Okay. So he kind of he goes into an alley and you see someone a little bit less nefariously dressed without all the black and the face wraps kind of come out and kind of blending in with the crowd. You're able to easily track him and takes about 45, 50, an hour to leisurely make his way from the Nobles District to the Gardens, through the Holy District into the Political District, and then into the Red Light. You cross over 4 different bridges to get there, and after about an hour, he heads into the Four-Fingered Lady.
Ew.
Sir Star, give me another perception roll, please.
Okay.
Are you going to follow him inside?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, wait, hold on. You said how long did it take to follow him?
About an hour.
About an hour. In that case, at an hour, Sir Star becomes visible because that's the length of invisibility.
That's
and
correct.
he will cast Pass Without Trace on himself.
Great. That's in 4-hour time for the spell? I'll pass that trace.
That is. It's another hour.
It's another hour. My bad. It is another hour. Another great, great spell. Beautiful. All right, cool. Yeah, well, it's despite most of the city being very sleepy, as you enter the red light district,
Oh, shit.
it's got kind of a skeezy Vegas vibes. You see several houses of ill repute. You see
Wait. I wasn't done doing the things that you had asked me to do.
Oh, okay.
One, I have to re-roll. Well, I figured I had to re-roll stealth once my invisibility goes up. Yeah,
That's correct. Yep.
cool. That's a 38 for stealth with. Pass
Yeah,
Without
I
Trace.
figured.
Yeah, That's definitely something he's pretty fucking good at. And you asked
I'm
for
sorry, did you say 40? 40? Can I get 40? 40? Nathaniel, you're playing the wrong game. Stop playing older editions of this game, okay? That's not allowed.
I think I can hit 40 with this.
You can, and that blows my fucking mind.
And it's a 22 for perception.
Oh, beautiful. Okay,
All right,
so
go ahead.
we're going to rule this a little bit differently, right? Where in most situations you'd be invisible, whether you had some camouflage to go in with, but you're pulling a Assassin's Creed Ezio. You are lost in a crowd. You are no one. You are anonymous, which is very difficult to do when in a brothel of this nature, everybody's looking out for anyone, not necessarily for nefarious ways, but to make some money and make some sales. But you smoothly glide between people, whether you appear to be deep in conversation with a couple, a woman, a man, people that are walking in and around, and whenever anybody of note seems to look your way, you always seem to be just another face of the crowd. As you watch Brennan move through, you see him speak with a elderly man, and you clock them past something between the two of them. You see that this elderly man hands Brennan something, and you see Brennan pockets it, and then goes further into the house and begins chatting up a young lady. Spends a little time there, and they head upstairs together after a short discussion.
What's the old man doing?
He's drinking at the bar. You see him kind of.
He does. He checks on the old man after he confirms that some naughty shit is happening in the room.
You do hear a soundtrack you were expecting, coming from
AC/DC.
Thunder.
No, it's the Beastie Boys.
It'll tell me to. Nope, not gonna start rapping Beastie Boys. Will not do it.
Good job.
I thought about it and I was like, no, I'm not that guy.
Excellent impulse control, sir. I'm proud of you.
Once in a blue moon, he gets it right.
Every now and then.
Yeah,
that's why I've got to reinforce it when it happens.
That's why you keep coming back, is because once in a while you watch me do something good. Ridiculous. Okay, so you do hear the soundtrack you're expecting.
Okay.
It's vocal. You don't learn a whole lot. And you feel, some amount of time will pass that they'll be in that room together. And you
he really just wanted to confirm that wasn't like another ruse.
Sure. If it is, it's a good one. Because from what, give me an insight roll.
Sure.
Just got minor illusion on loop in there.
That's a 19.
It sounds like some good fucking. As far as you can tell, it is some good fucking.
Yeah, he heads back down and checks out the old man for a while.
All right. The old guy seems to be drinking something at the bar.
Does he seem like someone who's important in this place? Like he might be the boss or the owner?
Give me another insight roll, please.
Okay. That's a 25.
So one thing that you're able to glean from this individual is you don't get the sense that he is a boss, as you do see the madam of the four-fingered lady, who actually has four fingers, directing, collecting money from patrons as they are helping complete transactions.
Do they all have four fingers?
No, they do not.
Oof.
That would be a bit darker than I want to get into tonight. It's not
like
that
four
kind of
fingers total, or four fingers on one hand?
On one hand, she has four fingers.
Okay.
That'd be a really fucking weird job requirement to work here. Well, your application looks great. You have some great assets. You have some great work experience. The references all check out. I just need you to come back here and lose a finger, and we're good.
Just some
weird.
cosmetic work.
Stupid.
This guy's self is for, right?
Yeah, right. Perfect. So, well, this elderly guy, you notice that no one checks on him. No one sees if he's okay. None of the women or men that are working here approach him. Clearly, he is someone that is known, and you also never see him pay for a drink, despite his glass never being empty. Let me rephrase. He is drinking, the bartender comes and fills up his glass, and he doesn't pay. So clearly someone of importance, if not directly working as in charge, maybe someone who is either an enforcer, a lookout, maybe someone who is known to the establishment.
Okay. I mean, time is still something on my mind here. Like, did it take an hour to get to the four fingers?
Yes, it did.
Okay, so then I cast my spell like shortly before that. So then I really have like another, I don't know, 30, 40 minutes. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean,
Okay.
It doesn't take him that long before he comes back downstairs. He's down in about 25, 30 minutes.
Oh. In that case, then he goes back to watching him.
Sure.
Because Player Nate did not think he was coming back out that soon.
Well, he's got stuff to do. He goes and no, I don't have to be gross. He goes to the bar, puts down a few silver, gets a drink, finishes it off, and heads out. Heads a couple more districts up and heads into.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
Player Nate is still thinking about doing something stupid.
I mean, I support this.
Go on.
Yeah.
All right, sure. So, while he's waiting, Sir Star etches a coin very distinctly.
Etches a coin. Okay.
Hold on.
So you
Better
make
yet.
marks in a.
Better yet, he pulls out a couple of the rubies that he has.
Okay.
He etches both of those, tosses them into the coin purse that he took off of Brennan.
Okay.
And as he is getting ready to walk out of the building, he walks over to the old man and he just plops the coin purse on the table and says, "For all your hard work, keep it up." And he just walks back outside.
Is Brennan's wealth still in there?
Yeah, everything was still in there.
Okay.
I don't know how many coins were in there, but 2 rubies have been added to that have been distinctly marked. Not in some crazy way, mind you, but just
He
something
opens-
that Sir Star would recognize as his own.
He kind of narrows his brow. Okay, so he marks some rubies in there, and he's going to try to track those rubies. Is what you're saying?
Damn right. I'm going
Okay.
to locate object on that shit later on.
Got it. The kind of gives kind of squints his brow, his brows over his drink at you, and looks in the coin purse. And give me, and you just walk out, or are you gonna watch him do anything, or?
No, he walks out.
Okay. You hear on your way out his drink spill. That's it.
Cool.
All right.
Back to track another dude.
I love what you just did, and you will not know about it, but I am very excited to tell Mal about this later, because oh shit. That's awesome.
Wait, what do you mean
Okay,
I
cool.
won't know about it?
I
I'm
mean,
not
there.
Locate object later?
I mean, you might. There's some stuff in here that happened that I don't know if you'll ever find out. But I am excited to tell my Lord Keeper about this because that was fucking cool.
Oh,
Okay.
was there more than coin in there?
I don't know.
Fair enough. I
So-
thought that was a given when he took it. Like, Sir Star looked in there.
Yeah, there's just coins.
Okay, yeah. Fine.
Yeah, there
I
was
mean, if
only
he
close.
hadn't recognized anything or perceived anything at that time, he wasn't going to
Mhm.
pay a lot of extra attention to it.
Yeah, it's all good. He found some gold, a single platinum piece, and silver and copper.
Oh, there was a plat in there. No, the plat's gone.
The plat's gone. Okay.
I'm not
Very
thinking
good.
a fucking assassin is walking around with a plat.
Okay. Very good. Cool.
And that's it.
All right.
Have fun with
great.
that.
All right. Sounds good. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right. Very good. All right. And you head back to the Delayed
Following our boy.
Estates. Oh, you following our boy. That's right. As he heads out, he goes a couple of more extra districts, goes back to the political, back to the Holy District, and heads into the Kiorian Temple. It's right between it's kind of in a back alley between the Temple of Asilo, the deity that you would occasionally claim fealty to, and Io, the elder dragon god. It's a small alleyway and a staircase, unlit section where he heads down. Do you follow him into the temple?
No,
Okay,
that seems dangerous.
that seems wise. Yeah.
Their star heads back.
Okay. Very good. All right. You head back. Take you about another 30, 40 minutes. That's probably about 2 hours where you're out and about. That'll bring you to about 4 a.m.
He finishes his rest because I assume everyone else is asleep.
Burke, what are you doing?
Sleeping.
Okay. Very good. Yeah. Yeah. It will be until about 10 a.m. till you're up to get your full 8 hours. Beautiful. Okay. Good timing. All right. Well, you were able to do what you did, saw what you saw, and are heading back towards. Actually, one second. Let me write a quick note. Cool.
And this is the day before the Moon Festival.
This is the day of. This is the day of the Moon Festival.
Yeah,
It is
yeah,
this
the
evening.
night before, I suppose.
Well, I mean, yes.
The night before.
The night before. Yes. This morning is the day of the Moon Festival.
Mhm.
It is the 19th of Melody. That is Sebre Day, and it is a full moon, which does make it a moon festival.
Awoo.
A woo indeed.
Awoo, indeed.
All right. All of you guys will get a bit of a later start today, and are expected to be. So the festival begins at sunset. It is kind of later in the year, so the sun will set at around 5 to 5:30. So you're expected to be there at sunset. The festival will take place upon the king's estate. It is an island without any bridges. You will be required to probably go with Sir Hartford, or the nobles will all get a ferry to go together. They'll be dropped off. Sometime they'll get their own barges or not to head to the king's estate, and then we'll be taken there. So you'll probably meet Lord Hartford around 4 and head to the king's estate.
I imagine the Delaiths are probably going. Well, maybe Alenda's going with Lord Hartford. That depends if they're public or not. I don't know if they are. It's been a while.
It has. It has.
And he's been out in public with her.
Yes.
So, but I don't know if they're attending officially together or not.
Yeah, they are. So
Okay.
I'm sure it's something that Linda would have shared with Vesper. So
Yeah, it just means I don't imagine Vesper's attending with the Hartford people. I imagine she's going with the Keon people.
yeah, that might make sense. The Keonian
The Keonites.
Keonites. Yeah, it sounds way better.
The quiches.
The
So you guys
Keishas.
have around 6 hours to do your thing. Is there anything that you need to prepare before heading to the party? So,
I mean, at least 2 of those hours are going to be getting ready for me.
Yeah.
So
Right.
I assume I've done all the shopping prior to this point. But
Yeah. I assume that as well. It seems this Vesper doesn't seem to be someone to do it that last minute. It doesn't seem to be within her character.
It also is well established that she enjoys shopping for pretty things. So she and her sister spent a lot of time doing this over the past couple weeks.
Mhm.
The shopping montage.
The goods, yeah, and we will keep that off screen this time.
Yeah.
I'll just go down the list. Burke, is there anything that you get done before you head out to the party?
Let me think about that for a second. No, Burke has been to plenty of parties before and knows exactly what not to do, which is just like show up in rat blood and screaming.
Yeah.
So he knows not to do that. Has enough experience doing that. So unless somebody directs him otherwise, he's just following everybody around carrying the shopping bags.
Very funny and very cute. Very good.
Vesper will at some point offer to help Burke polish his armor if he wants to.
I
Want to be
love that.
shiny?
That's
Yeah.
very sweet.
So I'll spend a little bit of time getting the spots that he can't reach. You know, get some special equipment,
I
etc.
love that.
Yeah.
Cool.
Give him birth a nice bath.
Talon,
Polishing.
anything that you want to do before the party? You, of course, be attending with Lord Hartford as one of his attendants when you arrive. Peercy, you with us? Your mic on?
I get into my
Not hear you.
fine Hartford bard outfit,
Mhm.
gold, green, blue, and white, and probably do that when I'm at the estate. Actually,
Right, makes sense.
I'll go there as early as I can. I'm definitely getting a full 8 hours of sleep after that, so until 10 or whatever. But
Of course.
you know, run through some licks for the songs I'm supposed to play,
Mhm.
and then just get ready.
Oh, why don't
and-
you give me a perform check as you're warming up?
I realize that this will probably be the first thing that happens in the morning, so everybody would be around for this. Vesper has gone to Sir Star and asked to see the stuff that we pilfered from the assassin, and she's gonna one by one cast Identify on each thing that he.
Oh,
had.
Sir Star was setting all of that stuff down onto like the night.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
All that was still in the room except.
So
for that
yeah,
clock.
then she'll go to wherever it is, and I'm just gonna identify each piece.
That is a really good spell.
It'll take me like 30 or 40 minutes, 10 minutes per, but still.
That's fine.
And anything that's obviously not magical. But
Whether it's requires to
if any, I'm
okay, so this is
hoping
identify all magical gear.
it'll identify magical stuff at your discretion. It can identify almost magical stuff. I'm hoping, and this is up to you, it might identify the poison on the bolts.
Oh, right.
That will
And
most likely
the
be a Sir Star identify poisons sort of thing.
but also the powder and whether or not his crossbow was magical, and obviously the cloak.
Yep.
Which is
The cloak is a indistinguishable cloak. It allows you to people have disadvantage to perceive you.
Oh.
Damn.
just identify that and slide it across the table to start.
He can't have that. What the hell? Yeah.
He doesn't
so that's,
need that, but
he
he
doesn't
certainly
need
can have
that.
This
it.
button do.
But you
It
do.
makes it well with your 38 stealth. It fuck you. That's what it does. Okay.
I
38.
Well.
Who allowed this?
I rolled well.
Are you allowed? Okay.
Okay, I'll make you
Okay.
feel better. I got a 28 on the perform later when I'm doing my warm-ups.
Hey.
Beautiful, lovely. You do find that the powder is something called sigil powder.
Oh, good.
It is. You're familiar with that from my other game. It is magic
It haunts
drugs.
me.
It is it's magical cocaine that will supercharge arcane casters.
So how much are we talking here?
Like 2 uses, 2 bumps, not a
2
lot.
doses.
doses
Doses,
of-
perhaps?
Yeah, 2 doses. Yeah, maybe I should use doses versus bumps. I just can't get out of my head. I immediately do a bump. For our listening
We don't need to
audience,
tell the whole story, but
it's
yes.
not a whole story, but that one in my other game, there is a player who is unfortunately a horrible character
He's gonna tell
who is
the
a
whole
drug
story.
addict. That's all. No, I'm not. It's fine. Okay, moving forward. You find that it is sigil powder, 2 doses, and it is a +1 hand crossbow.
Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
You want it?
Yes, please.
Jules.
Woo.
Take it.
The poisons, you're unable to identify them with the identify spell. Though
And do we
someone else
know,
could.
like, players, some of us know what sigil powder is, but do characters know what sigil powder is?
Vesper went to school, right?
Vesper's been to school a couple times now.
She's seen it at parties.
Talon is
Okay.
a bard.
Yeah,
Talon's done it at parties. No, Talon's seen it at parties.
So for context to the audience, sigil powder
Mm-hmm.
is not just magical cocaine, and it won't just keep you up, but also has crazy magical effects when you take it.
Yes, it will supercharge arcane casters. It is
At the
used.
cost of some crazy effect.
Sometimes it goes banana bonkers, but it is a very potent. How it's made is not entirely known. Well, it is by me, but not by you.
Ground,
But it is something.
ground pixies.
Well, you gotta dry them first.
Brown pixie poop.
No,
Can
you
that
can dry
be
'em
a
after.
roll that we roll to know how it's made? Because player does know how it's made, also.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Arcana?
Give me a history roll. Arcana.
I've been
Arcana
around.
would be good.
I work
History?
for mercenaries. They say all kinds of shit.
I'll totally give you advantage
Sweet.
while we're looking at it.
Yabba. I rolled a 1 and a 2, so I have no fucking idea.
Got it.
What's sigil powder?
That's not very advantage. Yeah.
You know, I killed that assassin almost. So that's a total, if we're going advantage, of 10.
Ooh. You've heard some stories.
I forgot that I'm smart.
You've heard that it is made out of ground pixies.
Cool.
It's fucked up.
Maybe ground pixies?
No, I'm not doing that
feel
stuff.
No. God's.
No, if that's the case,
I
no.
mean, it can be useful,
I mean,
but
if
also
you
it can make you explode from the inside. So
Talon just has a look on his face. He was about to be like, maybe you should, then he just stops.
it affects anybody who can cast arcane
Mm-hmm.
magic.
Yeah,
So
like,
To clarify, it affects anyone, but it is most effective at supercharging arcane casters' spells.
let me be clear. Anybody can get high off of it, but you'll get the best effects if you know a little bit of arcane magic.
I will personally pass. If you would want to do that, it's very dangerous.
It's not really my thing, I'm going to be honest with you. Not my drug of choice. But I feel like... Okay, second question, DM. How illegal is this?
Depends on how wealthy you are. It's not
For me
really
specifically.
for you specifically.
Who's pretty wealthy?
Probably. I mean, you might spend a day or two in the tank.
It is
but
also potentially pushing the boundaries of TOS on Twitch.
That's fair.
Just a heads up.
oh well, it is apple juice and it's fine.
The most magic fat juice in
I'm
Minecraft.
gonna...
So yeah, this stuff is
I'm not going to cart it around with me. Let's leave it at that.
yeah, it's something that I mean, Vesper, I don't know if you've ever been stopped by the City Watch and had your belongings gone through.
No.
Your parents, as a girl, certainly. People on your estate, certainly. But oftentimes, Keonians look after their own.
Never been a
Kyanets.
problem.
Nope, not been a problem.
All right. It's just gonna get put in a bag, in a box, and in the bottom of a drawer. A locked drawer.
At the hole at the bottom of the sea.
Uh,
Got it.
Unless-
I wonder if I could hold on to that.
You want it?
Not for myself.
No.
But this could prove useful in future bartering.
All right. You can have it.
And he tucks that away into a nice little spot in his
Right.
beard.
Seriously?
Kidding. It's in.
Don't
It's
sneeze,
deep.
don't sneeze, don't sneeze.
Right.
Stupid and funny. Oh my god.
All right. That's all he had on him, I think.
Star, you want to give me that cast of detect poison?
Cast it.
Cool. It is a wolfsbane jellyfish poison.
Come again.
Wolfsbane jellyfish.
Bless you.
You're welcome.
Is that like the class of the phylum, or what's going on here?
The kingdom, the...
You also identify
It's
the
really-
poison.
It's really the neighborhood that they come from. Wolfsbane's
Oh.
kind of a neighborhood under the sea, and that's kind of where the jellyfish live.
Nice.
It's kind of a rougher neighborhood. Specifically, though, this is a poison that, when either upon contact or upon injury, causes minor paralysis. Oftentimes used to sedate in some more reputable cases if it's distilled properly, or to have someone be rather sluggish. Great on fixing fights, because the victim tends to appear to be conscious. So most often used to fix boxing fights.
Oh yeah.
Interesting.
Is there going to be some...
Wolfsbane jellyfish poison.
Come again?
I vaguely remember hearing about this. Oh, player Nate is bad with names. I'm so sorry. Give me a moment.
All good.
Is there some...
There we go. Thank you. I've heard of this. Grondor has encountered this in his fighting rings.
Huh.
This is a sedative poison. Well, it's a sedative that could be turned into a more dangerous poison.
So they wanted to slow me down.
They wanted to slow you down and then, who knows, take you or question you, or both.
Do you know how long it's supposed to last?
I don't.
You do.
Or do I?
Yeah. It's definitely you've known that it is effective because it can last all day. So somebody can be doused in the morning or just before the fight, and they're groggy up until the next day. 24 hours, game terms.
Talon, is there going to be a performance at the Moon Festival that you're
Oh,
supposed to
oh.
be involved in?
Oh yeah, many actually. I mean, it's mostly background music, right? Like nothing big and wild, but I'm certain
The
that I know that there's something
competitions.
specifically for House Hartford that I'm their bard, and so they're probably trying to make me
Right.
not as good.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Yeah, that could be. This poison can last up to 24 hours. How are you feeling? Do you
Great.
need more of my aid?
No, thank you. I had a lovely evening after everyone left.
I
Did not seem to be
I-
affected by any paralysis.
Okay. I didn't
He gets red in the face.
It didn't help your poison. yes, you two young people are cute. I merely
loud.
help your health.
Sorry.
It's my house. I'm not sorry.
Okay.
Or is it your house?
It's more my house than anybody else's house.
Oh, what does your sister have to say about that?
A lot, actually.
It's exactly the same amount of my house as it is your house.
Smiles, waves.
Yes.
Well,
And I'm still not sorry.
just in case. I just want to be sure. So Stark goes over and just once again pats Talon on the back And this time cures him of a poison using 5 hit points. 5
Great.
lay on hands.
That's lay on
charges.
hands. Great.
Thanks.
Great. Perfect.
I just want to be sure.
No, I appreciate that because, it's a good call. Thank you, friend.
You're welcome. I did follow Brennan to the Four-Fingered Lady last night as well.
Oh, yeah?
He was there for a period of time during which he received something from an old man.
He's given something.
The old man is known there, or at least is known enough to be left alone and be given drinks.
Interesting. Some sort of supervisor, maybe?
Maybe
One
a
of those
handler.
Stealth
didn't-
bouncers? Yeah.
I didn't want to make contact at that time.
Makes sense.
I did give him a couple of rubies that I could try to locate if I got back into the area and close enough, but
Oh, that's ingenious.
see if I get around to that.
Hmm.
I dropped those off on the way out and continued to follow Brennan. He
Huh.
went into the Temple of Sior,
Well,
and once
That's
again,
nice.
knowing divine powers, didn't want to risk going inside.
no.
I get a feeling
Not
we
until...
can end that temple pretty quickly if we wanted to.
I agree. Reasons I didn't want to act on my own at that time.
We could probably just whisper the right words into the right people's ears. The very right people's. I would say even the righteous people's ears.
Mhm.
Maybe for you.
Huh.
I actually think I could walk in. My
Oh.
God, my God makes such things easier for me.
Nice.
And now this cloak will make that even easier.
I regret it already. Oh,
I'm not
Does
convinced.
it also allow me to fly in shadows?
fuck off! No,
Never again.
no. But it does give you stunning strike for some reason. I don't know why.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Just what you need on your fucking rogue.
I'll take a stunning strike over flying.
I learned that mistake.
I actually don't know about that. Flying is fucking awesome.
Flying was great.
Flying is widely more
Your
useful.
flying monk was so much fun.
Yeah, it was cool.
I miss him.
The size show.
Yeah.
Well, he might be showing up
I'm-
sometime soon. We'll see.
Not convinced that we need to bother taking out the temple itself. I'm more curious as to who set them on you, because clearly they used a deeply impersonal service.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Not that I
Clearly,
like
they're
the-
idiots.
I mean, clearly they're idiots.
Yeah.
So who is petty and smart enough to hire an assassin anonymously and pay for one, but not smart enough to hire a competent assassin who would, do 10 minutes of research on their target?
Mortals.
I think a good starting point would be the old man.
Hmm.
I think between that and the festival, we have a good chance of trying to find out.
Who's turning funny colors when they see you walk in?
Mm-hmm. Or at least when I start playing like nothing's wrong.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ham it up a little bit before, right?
Sure. Sure.
But when it comes to the main show, oh, should
So
we?
strange.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, that's all I had to say. That's all I had to say. We should get ready. Start the day.
Well, should we tell Hartford about this, or just leave it?
That somebody is trying to sabotage his bard and his name? Yeah, I think we definitely should.
Okay. I mean, I thought we should have just, consensus is good,
You-
considering I'm not always in my right mind.
Yes, double checking is appreciated. But he was more the target than
Be
you were.
rude
It
to your
seems.
other selves. They're all right. They're
They
just
are.
Thanks.
But let's go about our day, shall we?
Yeah.
Vesper,
Mm.
how are your braiding skills?
Excellent. Been
Oh.
practicing since I was very small.
Oh, good. I could
Do you
use
want
your
my
help a little later. Yes.
Happy.
I'm
Happy
gonna
to.
rebraid my hair. And I would love your assistance.
Yes. I get to do so much prettyifying of everybody.
So Star gives her a coyish grin.
She returns it. Gonna
I'm gonna
polish
head to
Burke and
Har-
braid Star.
Giggity.
It's gonna be great.
Excellent. Sorry, Peercy, go ahead.
No, that's it. He Talon did what exactly Talon would do. It's fine.
Perfect. All right,
He's,
great.
he's looking around a little nervously. It's like, so I'm gonna head over there now.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
He before he leaves, he kisses Vesper on the cheek and gives her a hug.
Mm-hmm.
Hope it goes well.
She
Don't
returns.
hold back on our account.
I mean,
He's red.
Young man, I am 80 years old. I've seen more.
I haven't. Well, maybe I have. No, and I haven't. I haven't experienced more.
okay. Do what you're comfortable with. And we will enjoy it while it lasts.
But act drugged.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Sweet.
It's a good plan.
Nice.
I'll head out. I'll roll a deception on the way out.
Great. Give me that.
Yes.
Can I help with that?
20 if you want to, but I got a 29 already.
Too late. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose that's enough.
That's
Yeah, I mean, it's not 38,
suppose.
but
Yeah.
it's shut yourself. Shut your own front door. You know
Is
what?
that a
That's all I have to
record? Is 38 a record? It's gotta be.
I think it is.
In any game that I've been in 5e, absolutely, yeah.
Oh yeah, for this campaign certainly.
Yeah. Oh
That's
yeah.
what I'm
That is
saying.
definitely the highest roll that we've seen, because the highest TC I think I've ever given you guys has been like 29 or 30. So that just beat it by about 10. So fuck.
30 is pretty much the highest DC you're supposed to give anything.
Mhm.
Yeah. So just
you know.
crushes everything. Great. Love it. Awesome.
Oh, so 29's good.
29's very good.
About
I'm
as
playing
good
off
as you can
sluggish
get.
pretty well.
Yes, you are.
All right, great.
Okay, Talon, you head out to the Hartford Estates.
Yep.
Um,
And the
there
other-
are.
No, go ahead.
Go
Sorry.
ahead.
No, sorry,
No.
sorry.
There's a few large carriages out in front, filled with crates that have the slight smell of gunpowder. As there are, crates that say "Danger explosives. Do not cast fire spells nearby. Do not have open flames." And as you come up one of these full carriages with these fireworks are now leaving the estates, and another one is being loaded up.
I said I cast
You also
fireball.
see.
I didn't ask how many explosives there
Okay.
were. I said.
I don't even have fireball, so
I think we just lost half the party. All right, cool.
I have no flame spells,
Beaut-
so we're safe.
Prestidigitation. Do you guys?
Yeah,
You do.
fair.
Small flame. Can make a small flame.
I bet I don't. Anyway,
Yeah, probably smart. You also see a fine carriage that is sitting out front. There is a driver who is on a bit of a smoke break. You can see he's smoking a pipe of some sweet, maybe a little bit spicy smelling tobacco of some sort. And he kind of gives you a nod as seeing someone else in the Hartford's colors,
nod back.
and you can head into the estates proper.
Yep. I'm going to attempt to find Lord Hartford.
Sure. It's not too terribly difficult. He is kind of busy running around. Let me pull up the Hartford's character sheet. Thank you. Beautiful. Cool.
Ooh, he has a character sheet.
Well, the house, all the houses have sheets that I can pull all their stuff from.
Stat
Oh.
block.
Step blocks, connections, people they like, people they don't like. I'm trying to do a world thing here.
Like I said, I got there early. So
yeah.
early. So I'm
All
not,
good.
if it takes a minute, I'm acting sluggish, right? Like.
Right. You see, so you see the, actually, Madame Bianca Hartford, the matron of the house, kind of look at you. You all right there, boy?
No,
Seem to be a bit drunk early.
I don't know what's going on. I'm looking for Lord Hartford.
Well, he's helping Raylan pick out an outfit. That girl could never decide on what she wants to wear.
Oh,
He'll be out shortly.
I'll wait. Thank you.
And she, calls over. She calls over the Hofflin maid of the house. And she goes, "Get the boy some tea. Looks like he could use some." And she kind of waddles over and hands you a tea. Gives you a little slap on the shoulder and place to, place to sit while you wait.
Ooh, thank you.
So about 45, maybe an hour goes by, and Harold comes out, Lord Hartford.
Okay.
Give me an insight roll.
Okay. I like that.
Yeah.
16, 19.
Okay. Yeah, I can do that. That sounds good to me. Go with, or Duke Harold Hartford, bring up his stuff. Yeah, he has a pained smile on his face. Clearly he's happy, but with a tinge of sadness. And he's kind of a little bit lost in thought. He does see you, and the look quickly clears his face, and he gives you a genuine smile. And Talon, my boy, welcome. He kind of stops for a second. You feeling all right?
Oh, we need to speak, my lord.
Sure. Privately? He kind of raises an eyebrow.
He just kind of nods sluggishly.
All right. Well, I'll be heading to my office then. And there are people heading. Actually, no. They're still getting some supplies out of the office. How about we? I'm sure the parlor will be fine. And he kind of heads up, motions upstairs, and heads to a small drinking room that overlooks the estate's grounds. There's a deck outside, where a couple of chairs are set up, and some half-finished some breakfast that's being cleared away. And he kind of, thank you very much. Later, then. And the maid curtsies. Yes, your lordship. And she heads out. Okay, what's going on?
Okay, I drop the act. Like, all right. So last night, an assassin attempted to drug me.
Well, fuck. Okay.
They didn't know my name. I looked into his mind, and all I saw was a writ for the Hartford Bard. They're after you. They're trying to make you look bad.
Well, yes. I warned you that this was likely to happen.
I'm certain. I'm sorry. I remember, and this is why I'm playing the part. Because we sent the assassin off, and he believes that he succeeded. He didn't. So we're going to try to see if we can figure out, make somebody break when at the main performance where I'm supposed to be, all of a sudden I'm playing just fine. It's a trap.
I gathered that, lad. Has anyone ever told you you're frightening?
Yes. But I'm not. I'm in a good way, I hope. Like,
Oh, quite certainly, yes. I think, okay, so we're expecting someone to look displeased at you performing well. Well, I have a few enemies among the houses. Most vocally has been Telgamore and their minor houses.
we know they did absolutely no research about your bard. And they went to the Assassin's Guild. The Black...
Ah, Black Hands, certainly.
Oh, you do know them. I know where they run out of.
Do you?
I've seen the face of one of their sisters.
His kind of mouth turns into a line. And how do you propose to use such information, lad?
I don't know that we've figured it out yet. So sitting on it for right now. But we have a card. I have allies that think they can get in there without being detected. Learn more. He also went to the Four Fingers brothel, the assassin, and met with some contact there, who my allies also believe they can find more information on. So really, we're just still digging to know what's the right move to do. I think we could easily destroy the Temple of Seor if we wanted to. Not necessarily even by our own hands, but giving the right information to the most righteous people would certainly see
Perhaps.
that got us out. Perhaps, yes.
Yes, in my experience, making an enemy of deities is never something to be done lightly. If you can solve this without ruining a temple to a goddess, a vengeful and dark one, with a penchant for holding grudges, that might be safer.
Oh, I can understand that. That's why we're holding on to the information right now. But you know the information now as well.
Well, I will be glad to keep an eye open for anybody who seems displeased about the performance of my bard, then.
And I don't believe we have any plans to confront them specifically, just learn who they are. So we know our enemies directly.
This is one of the stupid petty games and why I do not miss playing politics in court.
Yeah.
You said this poison was not meant to kill you?
No, they weren't trying to kill me. They were trying to make you look bad. That's it.
Then this is part of the game.
Right. So, we're trying to make someone else look bad. Well, at least, you know.
Welcome to
them-
court, Talon.
Thanks.
Sorry.
You know. I'm surprised Vesper didn't kill him, honestly. But,
Oh. I guess. Ah. I see.
no, they really didn't do their homework, my lord.
I do not envy the night that that man had then.
It was rather humiliating for him. But I figured
Good.
we figured you should know.
And you're all right? No lasting lingering effects? He kind of
No.
looks you over.
My friends are wonderful, and they helped out quite a bit. But
Excellent.
I'm going to play as if I've had something is wrong, and I've been in here telling you I don't know why I feel groggy. I didn't drink. I'm not certain what's happening, and I'll continue to play that part until it comes to the main performance, and then
Okay. Well, I expect you to be playing around. There'll be a couple of performances. Each of the dukes and duchesses will have to present to the assembled courts at large, and a grand performance at the end of the fireworks show. I haven't played these games for years. I have nothing grand prepared. Just play some songs, play well. It'll be enough.
yeah, if that's the one that we're supposed to be the best at, then that's the one we'll try to find whoever this is for.
We'll all take a turn, and all eyes will be on you as you play then. You'll be playing whenever in my presence. It's... Alright, context you may want to know. The estate will be spending most of our day in the gardens. There is a beautiful hedge mage, a number of outlets.
It's a beautiful hedge mage.
What?
Beautiful hedge mage?
That's what I heard.
Nice.
Hedge
It has to
maze.
exist now, I hope you know.
What did I say? I don't hear the difference. All right, Ian, what did you think I said?
Beautiful hedge mage, which is like an underground mage as opposed to like the fucking like school scholarly fucking mage.
Like your Studio Ghibli witch versus your fucking scholarly tower wizard.
As opposed
Studio
to...
Ghibli in there. They're better than those tower wizards anyway.
This is not a
Ooh.
diss on them witches, let me tell you that much. A hedge mage.
Hedge maze. Is that right? Can we yes, maybe?
Yes.
I heard it that time. I heard it that
Hedge
time.
maze.
Oh, here we go.
Hedge
We're going to
maze.
get it there. We have a beautiful hedge mage, and they do a great job. They do the magic, and they do the losting, and it's going to be great. It's going to be time for everybody.
Sweet.
They have a well-manicured hedge maze, at the center of which, at least in years past, is our open-air ballroom, where dancing we will be dancing. There are a number of fountains and water features throughout the estates. There will be a number of gazebos and outlets and different places to speak, exchange favors, eat, and do other political bullshit. As a part of my house, you'll be expected to perform nearby, and whenever requested by any noble of any other major house, perform as well.
Most certainly.
Uh,
Huh. That's interesting. Yeah, no
Yes?
problem. No, I'm just thinking maybe it's someone who planned to request something and embarrass you that way. I'm uncertain. Regardless, thank you. I will do
Certainly.
exactly that. And
there. Continue.
No, go ahead.
There will be representatives from every major house, and most of the minor ones shall be in attendance, and each will be expected to present a gift to the king himself. You know what? Why don't I have Raylan explain? She's quite up to date with who's who, and she cares more for the games than I.
She does like court gossip.
She does.
I'd love to spend time with her.
Well, I believe she's chosen her outfit, and he gives kind of a sad smile.
You alright? You know,
It was her mother's.
yeah, that was my guess as soon as I said that. I'm sorry.
She wears even better than she did, and she looks lovely. And hopefully she'll meet someone she's going to be crazy about tonight. So there are many positives.
Is there there be a chance to dance with her this evening?
I would be insulted if you didn't. Talk to her. She should be downstairs.
Okay. I will, my lord.
Kind of waves a hand and heads out to the balcony. And
I have one last question before I go.
yeah, sure.
Would she appreciate this game, or would it be better to keep this ruse up in front of her?
As someone, she's always seems very excited by court politics. I think she'd find this a lot of fun.
Okay. Thank you, my lord.
Kind of nods to you. And I actually am going to request that you have these discussions rather than here. Let's do it at the party, so that we can have the rest of the players there as well.
Yeah.
So,
He's gonna do like he said earlier. He's gonna go practice and pretend to be sluggish. So I'm gonna just roll another deception since I'm leaving the room. 27.
Right. Not as good, but still acceptable.
Yeah. And that's it.
Perfect. Okay,
Purposely
great.
not doing his warm-ups well.
Love it. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Okay, great. I will, if you don't mind, story through a couple of things. No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do this. I will introduce Raylan, but I'll have the request the majority of your guys' interactions will take place at the party, just so we can have everybody else there too. But you do head downstairs, and you see, let's describe her, shall we? We're allowed to do that.
No.
No, I can't. The person that I talked about forever, we can't talk about. You see a beautiful young woman, dark brown hair, almost black, lies in very well manicured ringlets, covering up one eye. She's very pale skin and a red dress, deep red that matches her lipstick. She wears delicate white shoes, and the dress has a slit up to just to her mid thigh, showing off her left leg as she walks. She wears a modest necklace with a single red gem, also matching the dress and lipstick, and a white gold bracelet on one hand. She has brown eyes with just a hint of maybe purple or magenta. And she is directing some people with the fireworks, and she looks up and sees you, and her body language kind of closes off a little bit, and she kind of looks up and, "Hi, I'm Raylan." And she kind of comes to herself and gives a curtsy. "Pleasure to meet you."
He stands and bows. Talon Heartland. Pleasure.
Well, I'm sure we'll have much to talk about. And we'll cut there. And... Oh, forgot to ask that, but it's okay. No problem. Where do we go?
Make a polishing check.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
What's polishing?
Let's Jax? Sure.
14.
You
For
know,
raw decks.
that is a buff boy who's been buffed.
Mhm.
It's very shiny.
Very good, very good. Now a braiding check, another dex roll. This will be great.
With advantage for us both?
You want
Sure.
that?
Sure. Yes.
I mean, I'm gonna have multiple braids going.
Hell
with
yeah.
The bulk going straight down and braided into multiple braids there, but I'm gonna have a thick braid coming off to the left and the right that'll wrap around my back and get braided there down for a few inches and back around my waist. And
Hell yeah.
braided into the rest of the beard.
My thoughts is that you are wearing either beads or gems in your beard that match your outfit.
Absolutely.
Always.
Yeah, don't let me force that on you, but that is my headcanon. You're welcome to it as well.
Oh, no, yeah, no. Sir Star already has a penchant for putting shit in his beard.
I feel like he bougie as fuck when he's not adventuring. He likes an excuse to bouge. Sorry, he likes an excuse to bouge.
There we go. I'm like, you got to remember, this is a motherfucker that was a bandit
Yeah.
on the run.
But like an
He ain't
excuse to bouge. Excuse to bouge. Let me take the excuse to bouge.
He wants to get fancy. So on top of that, he's got a kilt he's going to be wearing.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And a nice button down that goes over his breastplate.
What?
It's a large.
Magic.
It's a large button down. No,
Like a nice jacket.
Honestly, though, it's
That.
this guy's self. It's magic.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. So you're in full armor tonight.
Oh, absolutely. There's
Okay.
no fucking way.
Okay. Well, just yeah. I don't know. Maybe I'll be nice to you guys. You never know. Maybe this isn't about combat.
Sir Star doesn't trust the world like that.
That's fair. The world
Doesn't matter
has
what
world.
you do.
That is reasonable.
You can't
Sir
dump an
Star's got
assassin
his
on us and
fucking
then send us to a
scimitar
party.
and his dagger and his shield and all of his armor.
Yeah. Oh, totally reasonable. Do you guys want any RP time, or we're gonna head into the party?
I got an 18 on this braiding check, so it looks fly
With
as fuck.
advantage?
Oh no, not with advantage. I wasn't sure if you also wanted to roll.
Oh no, I don't. Apparently, I don't have to roll.
Okay. Yeah, 18 is going to be the number because the other one was a 4.
Great. Beautiful. Lovely. Awesome. Amazing. Sir Star, you look like, well, somebody professional has been working on you, and you look great. Everything is neat and in place. Hair is braided, beard is braided, and you look great. What are your colors tonight?
Oh, it's
You're not part of any house. Black and gold?
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah. That's gonna be fly as fuck. Love it. Okay. Burke, you're doing pure shiny colors?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Cause I just realized Raylan's not in her family colors, and I don't care. Because she don't care, so it's fine. Beautiful. Alright. Vesper, you got an outfit you want to share with the class?
Well, the Delathe colors simply must be wine red and gold, right?
Yes, they are.
So, it's probably, I think she's gone flip-flop, so her dress is mostly gold with
Mhm.
red accents. I'm imagining the underdress, the underlayer is red, and then it's got lots of gold lace over top of it.
Right.
Very filigree style, so it still looks mostly gold, but it catches the light very nicely.
Cool.
Taffeta, just lots of taffeta.
Yeah.
I am not going armored or sworded,
Cool.
but I will have, as one always must when going to a fancy party, a sexy thigh sheath with a little knife in it.
Gotta love it. Is it the blue oyster knife?
It is, in fact, Roger's oyster knife that I stole from him many, many moons ago, that I take excellent care of.
I mean, it is great for shucking oysters and killing baddies. We
And
know
stabbing
that,
people in their eyeballs.
I mean, it's great for that. Not really good for polite dinner conversation, but yeah, it could. It
No,
do
that's why it's hided.
Mm.
Hidden.
Mhm.
Hidden it.
Hidden.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't think she's taking her blades with her because it doesn't make sense, and I can't think of a reason why she would do so.
Sure.
Or how she would do so.
Right.
So,
That's why you need a scabbard as a surprise.
well, it's still wearing a scabbard around. It's fucking tacky, and she is not messing up these outfit lines for a fucking
no.
scabbard.
Fair enough. No, scabbard surprise was like a hunting knife scabbard, so you could put it on the thigh, and then you have a whole ass sword in there.
Sure.
Those are cool.
But I ain't got one of thems now, do
No.
I?
Old 2E item, and I love it.
Magic items? Nah.
Oh,
I'm still only
attacked.
attuned to 2 things.
I took damage of psychic.
Yep.
Ouch.
Just a little
Sorry,
bit.
y'all. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay. Very good. Burke, y'all come in shiny and chrome.
Yep. No weapons, but or can murder without weapons. It's all good.
Weapons are not required. It's beautiful. Okay. The three
Sir
of
Star's
you.
scimitar in sheath is a cane for his disguised stuff.
Oh
Hell
yes.
Hell yes.
You fancy motherfucker. Oh, I'm so
Put the top
picturing
hat
him with
on.
like a. Oh yeah, I'm picturing him with like the noblest of accents while he's at the party. I'm not sure if it's gonna happen, but we'll find out.
It might.
It might.
It might.
I'm excited. All right, so the three of you head down from the Delayed Estates, and there is a. You have your own carriage that will take you to the docks. That will take you to really the ferry, the nobles ferry who don't have their own big boat to take them. And you will head down to the docks to get together.
The poor nobles.
Hey, you said it. Not me. Cool.
Poor in stature, not in coin. Thank you. Status, not stature. I'm not that tall.
I'm a
that tall.
shorty. I'm a short noble. Don't you dare tell that to the Rokians. The Rokans?
Rogues.
They're Hofflins. Actually, all of House Juniper is Hofflins. So, yeah. Cool. You get there. You head to the party. I'm going to assume you guys get there around the same time, but we'll accelerate time a little bit. Just gonna kind of keep track of when's what. Cool. So around 5 o'clock, you guys are all going to arrive at the King's Estate. It is as your ferries drop you off. House Hartford has their own small boat, which will be Rayland, Talon, oh my god, my brain just stopped working for a minute.
Harold.
Alenda, holy shit. Harold, Bianca, Rayland, Talon, and Alenda, because apparently I forget your specific name for no reason. As well as another minor bard are dropped off at the base of the King's Estate, which is a whole lot of fucking stairs. It's about... So the King's Estate is a plateau island that is about 150 feet above the waterline. Clearly this did not form naturally. But it gives an incredible view of the entirety city of Tyr there. So the first thing you do is a whole lot of stairs to get up to the top of the estates. There is a enchanted seat that some people are paying to just sit in, to elevate yourself up to the stairs, the top of the stairs. So there is a line for that, but others are just choosing to walk. Madame Bianca Hartford will be taking the seat as she's getting up in years a little bit and does not want to walk up those 10 flights of stairs.
What about Raylan?
Raylan will walk.
We're walking, baby. We got that belt
Okay.
still.
Oh,
We're fine.
All right, great. So as everyone heads to the top of the estate, maybe a little bit warm, a little bit sweaty after all those stairs, it enters into a grand arch. There is the palace is somewhere you will not be entering tonight. It is closed off, where the king's bedchambers are, as well as one of the places of government. The council will meet here at the King's Estate for certain functions, as well as guest rooms. There is a grand dining hall. But tonight, the festivities are all going to be outside. There are acres of beautifully manicured gardens with two long flowing... they would be called rivers if they're natural, but they're too large to be a fountain. It is a moving waterway that's really bisects
Now?
the... Maybe? I feel like canal's hard just to call it when it's all like work stone that is lining these canals. But I guess canal could work.
Isn't that what a
Can
canal?
definitely
like-
still be a canal.
Okay, well I'm bad at water, so it is a lovely, lovely canal
Venice,
with
baby.
bridges.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking.
Oh, good point. I have been there. I swear I have not. Beautiful work stone, bridges crossing the canals in either way. Lining the canal, you do see performers of all sorts. There are bards performing scenes from different plays. There are those that have a touch of magic that are juggling water from the canal and then placing it back. There is another druid who is freezing the water into beautiful sculptures and leaving sculptures lining the canalway. There are also a large number of people that are walking around with hors d'oeuvres and drinks.
Look,
There's
more
a lot
talons.
here. What's up?
Look, more talons.
They wish.
Very good. Yeah.
They could only hope.
All right. Well,
See,
you
I
guys
don't
come
know, I'm
in
not feeling myself.
totally separately. Talon, you want to give me a perform check as you are playing for everyone?
I kind of wanted to ask Talon a question
ahead.
before you got to that.
Sure.
Uh,
Apologies.
Talon, I know you are quite an accomplished performer on your own, but I was wondering if you would want a bit of assistance, backup accompaniment for tonight.
Potentially. It depends on.
It's
if
up to you.
some-
No pressure. No pressure. I just had to offer my services to you, friend.
I thank you. I don't mind. But I think I'm not certain. Will the terms of engagement here, if only house bards are playing, or people
No, that
paid
is
to perform?
that is fair enough. No offense taken. I had to offer.
I appreciate it. Thanks. I know
Tips
you
his
can
top
tell
hat.
I'm not feeling myself, and I thank you.
So start
Awesome.
pulls him in for an embrace.
Hugs him back, but in that like, oh thanks, like he's still acting sluggish, like the poison's working.
Yeah.
Great.
But there is something I
Okay.
would like to do as we're walking in or at the top of the stairs.
Sure.
Anybody who's sweaty, or as at the time they're like, oh god, I'm like, yeah, prestidigitation, you're good.
Nice.
We're all fine.
Glow.
Yep.
Beautiful.
Nice.
Like we didn't have to walk up all those stairs.
Right.
Mhm.
Beautiful.
I've got to learn that spell.
It's a good one. Yeah. Okay. So I think how we're going to do this is there are a number of areas that you guys can go engage with. You can guys head to the dance floor in the middle of the hedge maid.
Hedge maids?
Hanamos. That's fine. I swear, right?
Yep.
Kuna Matata, it's a wonderful phrase. So a lot of different things are happening. I don't want to force you to go play with any one thing in particular. I will just say, as I'm describing things, if you want to call out and interact with something, there are just a bunch of things that are happening that you may or may not want to engage with. Anyways, okay, Vesper, Star, and Burke. I'm going to assume. I'm not going to assume anything. How do you guys want to walk the grounds tonight?
Sir Star is staying somewhat not close to Talon, but he's keeping an eye on Talon, and
Okay.
through that, keeping an eye on anyone else who's keeping an eye on Talon, maybe wondering why he's not acting like they think he should be acting.
Okay, great. Perfect. Vesper, how do you see your night going?
We got networking to do, baby.
Love it.
It's, not all networking, but she's got a couple people in mind she wants to engage with at various points. So
Okay. All right. And Burke's just going to be a tag along?
Burke is actually going to go on a stroll for the first time in a while. He feels like there are very few threats. Like nobody's going to fucking whip out a crossbow here or anything. So
Right.
he's okay with leaving his companion's side here, and he'll go walk around, see the places in this ballroom that he's not supposed to go, just by like approaching until people scowl and then turning and walking away.
Okay.
And then all his companions died because he left them alone.
I mean, not yet. Let Burke have some RP time by himself first before I kill you all off, okay?
No, that happens while you're killing us all off.
Well, fine, maybe.
I mean, with Burke, this is like New Game Plus. He already saw all of you get killed off, so it's all good.
Yeah.
I
The
really
worst
like
thing
that
that could
description a
happen
lot.
to me has already happened. So
Burke had casting spells. Terrifying. No, thank you. 0 out of 10. Do not recommend. Okay, so you're looking for places that are off limits. So to kind of describe it, there are you are really in an inner courtyard or atrium of the estate itself. While it is not in an enclosed building, it is there. There are buildings on all sides, even though there are gaps to exit to the exterior of the island of the King's Estates. The areas that are mostly deemed off limits are inside the buildings. There are 9 different buildings. I really need to grab the map and show you guys, but I don't have it, so here we are. Don't have one.
Doing it live.
Doing it live. Fuck it, we're doing it live. So areas that kitchen bear. So if you want to try to head into one of the houses, people will kind of gently request that you leave. Walking around, there is the Silver Fountain Courtyard, the Moonlit Gardens, the Melody Stages, the Celestial Ballroom, the Lunar Lounge, the Starlit Terrace, Crystal Labyrinth, which at the middle is the ballroom, and Celestial Observatory and Whispering Woods are the 9 areas that you can kind of go play with. Any of them sound interesting, you can go over there and see what's going on. If you want to go somewhere that's like off limits and try to sneak into the king's castle, also legit for you to do as well.
No, not at all. Burke is just seeing guards approaching, seeing if they stop him, and he just continues to do that. And eventually he'll run into people that either he knows or the party members doing something else. But for now, he's just like testing what he can get away with.
Give me a stealth roll.
Sure.
I feel like you gotta be sneaking, right?
No, he's not sneaking at all. He's just walking up till somebody scowls at him and then walking away.
Fantastic.
But I can do a stealth roll in case, for some reason, a guard is not paying attention somewhere.
Yes, do that.
Alright. D&D does not like being that slow. Alright. I have a 8.
So as you head towards an area where people keep walking in and out, they're all holding trays of some sort of liquid or food thing of another. You walk towards them, and you can see a guard in the king's livery kind of steps in front. Sorry, sir, the party's out this way. He kind of motions to you to head back into the gardens.
Burke stares him down for a second and like absolutely freezes like a predator, and then walks away.
Give me an intimidation roll.
Sure. Oh, that was almost 20, but it ends up being a 5.
He just smiles. I would be glad to have someone show you. Was there anything you're looking for, sir?
Burke turns and says over his shoulder as he's walking away, "You wouldn't understand."
Probably not, sir. And he just goes back to standing at his post. while you are out, someone you know does actually kind of run you down with a chariot. That's not correct at all.
Monster truck.
With a monster truck.
No, wait, with an ice cream truck with a clown head on top.
Yeah, sweet tooth. Hell yeah.
Yes.
Needs to be killed.
Oh my god. So there's a show about that apparently, which is wild.
Wait, what?
Twisted Metal now is a show, and what the crazy part about that is apparently it's good.
Oh. Anyway, side note, get back on track. I'm gonna
Side note, we have to watch that later. All right, so actually, Kravos Beaumont stops by.
Oh, with Burke supervised. Okay.
This is somebody that, Burke, you've met before. He is a older gentleman, one arm, the Master of War within the city of Tyr. And he looks and he's almost to you. You're Burke, is that right?
Burke nods and like slows his walk and then finally stops and just like he's not like facing him, but he's got his head turned. You're Kravos,
I am.
Master of War.
Well, some call me that. From what I've read, that's would be more appropriate to be your title.
How so?
If your namesake, the Warforged of old.
Yes, they exist. Id.
Is your friend Kestrel joining us tonight?
He is not.
I was led to believe the two of you were a match set.
I've become independent.
Well, I would love to,
Nope.
but you don't even know what I'm asking yet.
Sometimes you know.
Certainly, you can't be any harm in discussing. As my title implies, I'm here to help protect this place. You could be a great help to the
Nope.
Tyrian Empire. Isn't there anything I could say to help convince you?
Please.
Please, Sir Burke, I would...
Nope.
You see his eyebrow kind of twitch. You can see the bulge in his forehead, a vein in his forehead bulges.
Burke will give him a deep, sweeping bow. And then at least try to continue on his way.
He... Fucking Warforged. He kind of mutters. And... and he will say, if you reconsider, I'm sure I can make you a very compelling offer. And he hands you a piece of folded paper, in case you change your mind.
Burke will, yeah, he'll take a look at the paper, just open it up in front of everybody.
Sure. Everybody meaning the party, or just like right now?
Just right now.
It says, the bearer of this note is entitled to an appointment with Kravos Beaumont, the Master of War, at the earliest convenience.
God, 3 words. Hold on.
It's all good. So it's been a while since I've had to give you something difficult to RP.
Right. Why a note? There's no value.
if you want to discuss value, what do you value, Burke?
Burke-
There words, more words?
No.
Say more words?
Burke looks at him, stares at him some more until it gets awkward, and then turns to leave. But does take the note and slide it in between his plating.
I might be able to offer information.
I need none.
Self.
And
Good,
Burke
good festival, Burke. And he kind of gives you a bow, just as sweeping as the one you gave him.
He nods in acknowledgement. Turns back, nods in acknowledgement, and then will go leaving. Go and leave, and maybe this is at the point in where he would go back and try to track down Talon and the others.
Okay. Very good. Talon and the others. Let's see here. Actually, I want to talk a little time with. I kind of want to see what Vesper's up to because her sister's busy, her boyfriend's busy, and she's at a party doing some schmoozing. Oh, Vesper! Actually, somebody comes up to you. A servant does come up to you with a folded piece of paper as well. Lady Vesper de Lath.
Mm-hmm.
I have a note for you.
All right. We'll take it.
Mm-hmm.
Look at it.
It says, had to run. Sorry about that. Uncle Rail.
Just looks at it. Sort of nods slowly. And says to herself, well, I hope he did what I asked him to before he left.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing I can do now.
Mm-hmm. Right. So, pretty much everybody's here.
So, who do you want to start with?
Talking to me?
Yeah. Where do you want to go, buddy? We're all kind of doing our own thing, it seems like, so.
Sure. I will say this, that let me pull up my notes on who's doing what at this party. Because there's a bunch of people here doing all their own thing, and I have 30 NPCs at this place. So, that's fun.
Good news, you only need to know who we want to talk to.
Indeed, I do.
Or who will approach us directly.
Mm-hmm. Lady Keon will approach you, Vesper.
Mm-hmm.
Let me pull up her. I think her name is
She's on my
Bernadette.
list.
I think it's Bernadette.
Nope.
Nope.
Barcella.
Barcella. That's who it was. Barcella. Who's Bernadette? I have so many
Peters.
NPCs. Peters.
Peters.
Yep. The best. Barcella, who is the matron of House Keon,
Mm-hmm.
will approach you.
Give her a curtsy. Lady Keon, it's been some time.
And it has. I'm honestly surprised to see you here. I did not expect you to return to these sorts of parties.
Well, I've, as many young people do, come round a bit to what needs to be done versus what the heart wants, you know? She kind of smiles.
Well, it is lovely to see you again.
You as well. Did Lord Hellington approach you or speak to you by chance?
Yes, Rail spoke to me. He said you wanted to see me, and he said you wanted, and he said you had your, excuse me, let me try this again, and he said you had his unwavering support. Can't do it. And he said you had his unwavering support. There we go. Got it out. Perfect. No problem. No notes.
I assume he said what for.
She smiles. He did, but in his all too brief way.
Yes.
Why don't you tell me?
Let's take a walk. Have you seen the gardens yet?
Not yet.
She'll
And-
offer her arm.
Okay, and she'll take it. And as you continue to walk through the gardens, the plants seem to... all flowers kind of turn towards Lady Kiana as she walks by,
Mm-hmm.
blooming just a little bit brighter, a little bit more open. The color seems just a little bit more vibrant as she walks by.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Once we've, done some
Mhm.
small talk, how are you? How's the family? How's the business, etc. And are like the small talk takes you out of earshot of most people, right?
Of course, of course.
As one does. Vesper will broach the topic again.
Mhm.
Just say, Uncle Rail, brief but direct in that case. Actually, question for you, DM.
Yes.
Have we heard any stirrings of the Master of Coin? Has there been any hot goss about him suddenly leaving his post? Anything like that?
No.
Either since we've been here or in the past week.
No,
that
there
would be
hasn't.
something that she'd be keeping an eye out for. Have I seen him here? Because he should be here.
Yeah. You may not have seen him yet, but he should be here.
Okay.
I don't think you've seen him yet, but he's expected to attend.
Okay. Because the implication from the Master of Secrets was that it's possible that he could be out before the fucking festival, but just
very
making sure that
correct.
that's not happened. Okay.
Mhm. There has been no stirring of this man being gone.
Okay.
And everybody's expected to attend. So
Yep. Then she'll say, there's been some unrest regarding a particular position on the Tyrian Council that by rights should belong to House Keon, is my understanding.
She kind of smiles. We have been long overdue for proper representation.
This, of course, meaning that should a member of House Keon be looking to rectify this oversight, one might wonder whether they would garner the support of their house.
To move from a violent mercenary into the king's inner circle is no small leap of position and power. While
understand.
it would be nice to see one of my house raising to such heights, why should we support you in this, Lady Delaith?
Despite my stature, Lady Kian, I am not a small woman. I've seen and been through a lot in the past 8 years. In the past year, truly. That has made me reprioritize not just my priorities, my life, the life of my family, and quite frankly, the good of the nation of Tyr. Traveling has opened my eyes, would be a minute but truthful way of putting things. And has stirred malcontent with the way things currently are being run in my heart.
How would you like to see that changed in such a way that will benefit House Keon and by a greater extent, Tyr and the Empire?
Lady Kian, you're a woman of no small magical talents.
She smiles in acknowledgement.
My sister learned a great deal from you.
She's an excellent student.
And by her admission, some of the magics that you understand and use, perhaps on the daily, I don't claim to know your business, as druidic magic was never my forte, do involve small predictions of the future.
She motions for you to continue. She says nothing, but she gives you her full attention.
Mm-hmm. Lady Key and I have seen a great deal of the future. I'm happy to explain this to you, perhaps at a time where the mood isn't quite so light, for the story is certainly not. But know that I know what is to come for Tyr. And if not for House Keon, certainly for House Delaith. And what benefits House Delaith certainly benefits House Keon. So, it is in my vested interest to not let Nocturna's influence creep across the land and scour our fields, such that the house has nothing to keep anymore. And I fear that is what may come to pass if some uprooting is not done, starting on a governmental level.
I
understand
not
this
one.
is a lot to lay at your feet, but I want to be honest.
Lady Delaith, I am not one who's ever truly been skilled or given a shit about the nuances of speaking politically. Do you want to bring this kingdom to war?
Gods no. I want to stop it. And I think I can.
But action.
Mm-hmm. Starting with getting my ass in that council seat. To advocate, not just for House Delaith, not just for House Keon, but for the good of every mortal who calls Tyr home. It doesn't go well, Lady Keon. It does not go well.
She kind of looks at you.
You'd have me at your beck and call.
I need people that can be relied on. I would like to hear more of what you have seen. And while tonight may not be the time for it, I want to know.
I'd be glad to tell you. Not tonight. It's a long story, and you have many other people to talk to.
Assuming that I hear what is to come and a good direction to avoid said future, yes, you would have my house, my backing, as well as my house's support.
If you're looking for evidence, and I don't blame you if you are, that my attitude has changed, write yourself a letter to Verona Heartkeeper of Rosebark. I think she'll put in a good word for me. And my companions who have been through the same thing that I have.
Verona, she puts in a good word for no one.
Vesper just smiles.
I shall.
I appreciate you taking the time. I'm staying in Tyr for the foreseeable, she kind of drops the, intensity for a second. I'm taking an accounting class of all things.
Oh,
So I'm serious about it, if that also helps. I've done quite well. So that I can actually do that side of the job also. Should you wish to call on me,
Sure. Yeah,
or
that's
have me call upon you if you will be here?
If you ever need a CPA.
Yeah, exactly. If you're looking for someone to do your books, I guess. I assume you have someone for that, but I could.
Would be good to see that you can do the job. That's for certain. But we have time, yes?
Sometime, certainly. Though I think moves should be being made. Of course, I can imagine it will be a bit of a campaign to achieve such a thing. I don't know how it works other than the king has to approve, but I don't know if he chooses or if people make bids, or I don't know how it works. Lady Keon, I need your help.
Come see
Or
me
it-
tomorrow morning. Come see me tomorrow. We shall head. We shall head back to Keon and discuss there. I can take us to and from. No
I
problem.
appreciate that.
Make sure you
Thank
won't
you.
miss class tomorrow.
God's no.
What-
They were
what-
smart
wait, what
enough
time
to
is class
cancel
tomorrow?
classes. They were smart enough to cancel classes the day after the Moon Festival.
Oh, good.
No one would
So-
attend.
No, I guess that is true. Though can't imagine. I do not know the schedule of classes. I've never been schooled myself.
I'll be all right.
Okay. On the morrow we will speak about this lovely future. And yours.
Thank you.
Now, you did bring some of that wine. Did
She-
you not?
Puts a hand on her chest in like mock shock and goes, "Who do you take me for, my lady? Come." And she'll steer off toward the wine table.
Excellent. Oh, good. Really. It's so nice when your house actually makes something good again.
Lenny's been doing, Alenda has been doing excellent work.
And she snorts into her wine. We'll kind of cut out for me from there.
Yeah.
And she kind of looks over at Alenda and Hartford. I see that. And you two can go about speaking.
Yep.
Sir Star,
Yes.
is there anything that you want to speak with directly? There's somebody will approach you unless something that you want to talk about.
No, so Star wasn't really looking for anyone specific at this. He's open to anyone that comes and talks to him. Maybe he's got an eye out for fucking names are hard. What is it?
They are. I have the same problem.
Maestro Linux. You know, if he sees him, he might come over and say a little something, something. But for the most part, he's keeping an eye on Talon. There was a fucking assassination attempt, and he's still quite curious about that. And then at some point, once he kind of hits towards like the center of the fucking courtyard, he'll throw out a locate object just to see if that ruby is here.
It is not.
Cool. Then that's it.
All good. Master Linux is around, and he will buy you a drink. He'll bring over
Why,
a glass
thank
of wine
you.
to you.
I knew I wouldn't miss seeing you here.
Well, not if I didn't want you to.
I wonder. I kid. I know who we are.
I will say, if I was 20 years younger, a game of hide and seek would be a lot of fun.
It would be a lot of fun. Are you trying to say you're my senior?
I'm saying that this body is. I think we've just. Did you share with him how old you were when you last talked? I don't actually remember that.
Not exactly, but he knows I am older than
You appear.
I look.
Well, we can't always all age so gracefully. As he kind of smiles as his knee pops as he bends down to grab something off the floor.
Hey, I'm 33 and I feel called out for that.
You're welcome. I think everyone in attendance too.
I'm sure we could find a handicap for you.
Oh, I'm so tempted to do a stealth off. It's so stupid and fun.
There are... Much as I would like to just keep having drinks with you, I am wondering if you've noticed anyone paying extra attention to my bard friend over there.
Well, I've noticed a great deal of people paying attention to the bards. That's the problem. They're meant to be stared at.
No special attention. Not the normal attention that any bard could gather.
Not that I've seen as of yet. As I'm... One sec. Sorry, frog, throat, had to remove.
Thank you.
As I've always keep my eyes open to threats to the kingdom. I have not heard of any particular concern for your bard. Something I should be aware of.
You should be aware of any threats to his household.
Well, I'll keep an eye on him, and I can send an agent here. We'll keep an eye on as well. I can spare one.
Thank you. I'll have to inform you a bit more later on. Now is not the time or the place. But there are threats around.
Always are.
Some more immediate than others. I imagine you're gathering much useful information here.
These... He kind of spits the word parties are... a bartering ground of favors. There are countless plots and counterplots of minor importance about jockeying for small amounts of power. No, this is not the kind of place that I gain things of true importance.
Then I wonder what kind of show you would want to give to those watching us right now.
I, as a public official of the city, anyone may come speak with me. But to share a drink? Perhaps you're more than just a citizen. You're sure you want to be spending much time? For those who know who and what I am.
I've learned that my time in the shadows, at least for now, is at its end. I have too much work to do, and much of it must be done in the light.
Good.
So you say. That's uncomfortable. I like my quiet.
One of the burdens of service is we don't get what we want. At least rarely.
My life stopped being about what I want years ago. Life is about what I need for the foreseeable future.
Heh.
I'm wondering where Ian's head's going.
I mean, we foresaw the future, so foreseeable future goes pretty damn far.
Ready?
That's fair. That's very fair. Yeah, for the next, 90 years or so. What I need. Give me some of that sip. All right. I will ask my people to keep an eye on your bard. I'll make sure there's nothing unexpected. Good day, Sir Star. Good evening.
And a good day to you, Maestro. Kind of says with a little bit of a smirk.
He gives you a wink and heads off. Talon.
Yep.
You are hanging out with Duke Harold Hartford, Malinda Denman, and Lady Rayland Hartford. Quick time check. It is 10:30.
Oh shit.
I know, right? It's a bit later than we expected. And the stopping point that I had planned is probably another 30, 40 minutes. So we could wrap here before we get into another scene, because I do have some stuff that I was being kind of a big end. Or if you guys are willing to go for up to another hour, I have a stopping point that I am heading towards.
I do have to work in the morning, and I am.
Okay,
Okay.
I was like, I'm gonna defer to the 1 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also still have other things I want to do, so
Great.
it might
Okay.
be good to
Same.
call it shortly.
Yeah.
no,
Okay.
this is- I'm actually.
I am
okay
down to
with
do that.
doing it here.
Okay. There is a lot of fun RP stuff, and also like Raylan has all the gossip of all the things that the nobles are doing.
Yeah.
So
And I feel like
that
that'll
could be
take
a lot
while.
of fun things to play with.
Right.
It will. I
So-
think me saying I want to have something big that ends in an hour is probably not true. It's probably like 2 to 3 hours.
Yeah.
So maybe next time
So that
we'll get
seems
there.
Like a next
So-
session.
So next, I mean, I can game. You guys want a game? I can game again. So most likely, unless anyone has a problem, we will be back on the 11th.
Excuse
Yeah.
me, sir. Kindly fuck off.
Well, I do declare that was the best offer I've received all night.
The 11th should be good.
Perfect. Anyways, thank you, everyone, for playing with us. This brings our chapter to a close. Thank you, Mortals and Monsters, for venturing with us into the world of Alaemyr. We stream bi-weekly right here on Twitch. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, where we share updates, sneak peeks, and magical surprises. But before you go, we need your help. Our lovely players here have been awesome tonight, but we need to know who is the most awesomest. Because we have the sole and solemn duty to figure out which one of them deserves Destiny Point. What is a Destiny Point? A Destiny Point is a special game resource that allows players to utilize and bend fate slightly to their will. There is a poll on our Patreon that's you can vote on. That will be up in the next 2 to 3 minutes about which player deserves a Destiny Point. Please vote, and we can figure out who did. Who got it last time, you ask?
Who got it last time?
Yeah, exactly. Let's find
Missed
out.
my cue.
Who got it last time?
I
Wait, I have a question.
Oh yeah. Vesper, go
Who
ahead.
got it last time?
Oh, yes, perfect. Who got it last time? Last time, no one voted, so nobody got it.
Great.
Wow, what the fuck? We didn't even
Damn.
go in to vote
We
for ourselves.
failed each other.
Literally, there is 0 votes. Everyone is tied at 0%.
Roll
So-
for it, bitch. Roll for it. 1 through 4.
No.
Yes.
I call
No.
3.
I call 3. You are third, actually, on this list.
Oh, nice.
All right. It's Burke. No, wait. Actually, you know what's very funny? It's Burke, Alan Starr, Sir Starr, and Talon. So Vesper cannot win this one.
Oh,
You did it
right.
again? You did it fucking again?
Nope, that was the first time I've ever done that. But we never voted on it, so it's very funny.
That's funny.
Obviously, Sir Star wins.
I think that
it's
means I must
hysterical.
get it, right? Because
No, I mean clearly.
I'm not
clearly
even
Vesper
in the
won.
poll, so
I mean, I'll
Yeah, no one
defer-
could have voted for her.
nobody could have voted for me.
You know, that's why nobody got votes, because they were like, I'm not voting for anybody unless it's Vesper. Then fuck
Vesper
everyone else
wasn't
off.
here.
Probably,
so I
that's
guess I
probably
won't
why,
vote.
actually.
Oh my
we
god,
were
that's
supposed
so
to
funny.
fix that. We
That or
noticed that almost.
somebody didn't post the poll link.
You know what? Maybe I'm just bad at this. But here we are. So
Go vote, you guys. I got shit riding
Please.
on this.
please go vote.
How many times do we have to tell you to vote? It makes a difference.
Legitimately, you're
Where's that
affecting our
link?
game mechanics. Please help.
Where's that link?
All right.
You may be thinking you're just one person. Your vote doesn't matter, but it does.
Clearly,
it
it does.
All right.
My favorite part was how none of us also voted in this poll.
I know that's what I meant when I
It's
said we
really,
failed
really
each
funny.
other.
It's really, really funny that happened. All right. Post, and we will. All right. Cool. Post is going up right now. And I will get you the link, and it'll be placing right in the chat. So thank you so much for everyone. It goes into the chat right now. Assuming I know how Twitter works. Nope. Twitch works.
I
Nope.
even
Twitch.
make this pledge. For every vote we get, I will give 100 kisses to my kitty cat.
Oh. And all right, there.
Well, I'm already at a couple
Nobody
thousand, though,
tell
so you know you gotta
that
catch up.
it was gonna happen anyway. That kitty cat was gonna get 100 kisses.
I mean, he is a distinguished gentleman that deserves all the kisses.
Facts.
Anyways, thank you guys so much for hanging with us. So the link is on our Patreon. You do not have to be a patron to vote, but please vote. As I said, it does affect game mechanics. It determines whether Vesper can do some awesome political stuff.
It's definitely a locked poll, by the way.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Our next episode will be Monday, December 11th. Hope to see you there. But until then, keep your quills sharp and your eyes wide. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye. I promise my face will move next time.
No promises you can't keep. Bye.
Bye.